did. 5.5 rows, side by side, getting ready to go 30 laps in tonight's Hoosier Tire late model rained out feature. Eleven cars going 30 laps. Complete last Saturday night's Hoosier Tire late model rained out feature as they bring it up to speed out of turn 4. Dancing Doug turns them loose. We're racing on the Saturday night at the Boogity boys. They're off and racing. Number 1, Scott Ross out in front. 69, Barry Lamb following right in behind him, single file. 40 is Little Donnie Klotz. He's running there in third. 21X, Josh Taylor, and the 28 is Sean Amor battling for fourth. Sean Amor beats it to third. Into turn 3, actually moves his way to fourth. 95, Steve Stacy looking up on the outside there in the middle of the pack, making his way to fifth now as he works the outside of the 21X and jumping Josh Taylor. And the 40 of Little Donnie Klotz. Number 4, they're going to draft on the outside groove, trying to work around the outside. Number 1, Scott Ross brings them around. We got 4 down, 26 to go. Scott Ross, Barry Lamb, and now Sean Amor, the 28, making a pass on the inside of the number 40 of Little Donnie Klotz, making his bid for third. Coming out of turn 4, just about took off the front end off of the number 40, Little Donnie Klotz, and he's falling back to fifth now as 95, Steve Stacy moves up to fourth. Little Donnie Klotz still maintains that number 5 spot. 7 down, 23 to go this time. Amor is hooked up. He's trying to make his move, but here comes the 95 to Steve Stacy on the outside. 95 Steve Stacy, third in the points coming into this weekend season championship. He's moving up on the outside of the 69 of Barry Lamb, looking for second as we play lap 9. Keep your eye on the red hot number 95. Steve Stacy goes to second as they go into turns 3 and 4. He's red hot, and he's working his way to the front as we complete lap 10. 95 Steve Stacy giving chase to the USA number 1 of Scott Ross. Our pole setter has led all 11 laps. They've got 11 down, 19 more to go. Steve Stacy only 8 points back off the number 7 of Mike Glover for second. Steve Stacy's won to capture an A-feature win. And he's had 2 already this year. He looks to the inside. Stacy, looking for that lead. You come out of turn 2. Your new leader is the 95 of Steve Stacy. Scott Ross back to second. Sean Amor is running in third with 14 down and 16 to go. Little Donnie Klotz there has made his way back up to fourth. Keith Hankins in fifth at the halfway. 15 down. Tonight's rained out. Now the white number 7 of Mike Garber's moved his way to 6th. As we complete USA number 1 Scott Ross and the 28 of Sean Amor working side by side for second. Amor's going to be in strike on lap number 17. Second, Ross is back to third. Leader coming out of turn 4 is the 95 of Steve Stacy. Sean Amor running second. Donnie Klotz is running fourth. Hankins moved his way to fifth. Mike Garber's in 6th, and then the rest of the field trying to work their way up. 20 down and 10 to go. Number 40, Little Donnie Klopp. That's the battle right now. As it's 4 cars running single file, coming out of turn 2 on lap 21. It's Scott Ross in the number 1, 40, Little Donnie Klopp. 7 to Keith Hankins in the white suit. Mike Garber running in. As we work on lap 22, your 5 is Steve Stacy. He brings him out of turn 4. 28, Shawnee Moore. Scott Ross in the battle for 4th back there as Keith Hankins. And Little Donnie Klopp's back there in turn 4. 6 laps remaining. 95, Steve Stacy. Steve Stacy catching up to the back half of the pack. He'll have 5.95. 28 Seymour running second. A battle for third for 5 different cars. Into turns 3 and turns 1 and 2. It's 1 Scott Ross. 7 of Keith Hankins. Mike Garber got a little loose there in the backstretch. That's the Rick Bowles moved up to 6th. Mike Garber back to 7th. We've got 3 laps to go for the 95 of Steve Stacy. Shawnee Moore. It's our battle for third. Two more to go for 95. Shawnee Moore. But look at this battle for third down the main street. Number 1, Scott Ross, 40 Little Donnie Klopp, 7 to Keith Hankins, knocking on the door. 95 to 28 Shawnee Moore. Shawnee Moore about 3/10 of a second behind him. And the checker flag will wave for the 3rd time this season. Number 95, Steve Stacy. Battle for third coming out of turn 4. Everybody stays single file. That's the way they're going to finish. Finishing 5th was the 7, the black 7 of Keith Hankins. 4th goes to the 40 of Little Donnie Klopp. 3rd was the number 1, USA number 1 of Scott Ross. 28 Shawnee Moore brings home 2nd. And winning his 3rd late model A feature on the season, winning tonight's rained out feature from August 28th. Put your hands together for the red hot number 95 out of Plymouth. This is Steve Stacy.
Top 10. I didn't see 21 go.
Steve Stacy, number 95, 3rd in the points coming into tonight's racing action. And of course, picks up his 3rd A feature win on the season by winning this one. That will help him in the points race, as he was only 8 points between him and Mike Garber in that white number 7. So congratulations to Steve Stacy, winning tonight's rained out late model A feature. Of course, Total Value RV of Indiana helps sponsors this number 95. Total Value RV of Indiana. 140 points separates Rodney Spencer and Ty Hayes. That's the battle for the top spot. As they bring it up to speed out of turn 4, Dancing Doug turns them loose. We're off and racing, and our Michigan tires lead out the a pole setter, the 121 is Sparky Mark Miller out in front. Number 10, Hollywood Eric Kaiser running in second, is a shuffle for positions there. Right now, 121 Mark Miller out in front. Number 10, Eric Kaiser second. 85 Racing Jason Clevenger is running third. 87 Ty Hayes is in fourth as we complete lap 2. Black flag coming out for the 40 of Rob Smith. And a caution flag coming out as he's got fuel spraying all out from underneath the number 40 car. So caution flag, our first caution coming out tonight's street stock rain down feature for the number 40 of Rob Smith. He's got a fuel cap missing on that number 40 machine. Number 40, Rob Smith, got his gas cap put back on. So he goes to the tail end of the back on the restart. That's where he was at. Single file formation restart. Your pole setter, your leader is the 121 of Mark Miller. He'll be bringing him up to speed out of turn 4. Dancing Doug Fox is in the green. We're back to racing. 28 more laps. 121, Mark Miller staying out in front. Hollywood Eric Kaiser running in second. 85 racing, Nathan Robinson running in third. 87 Ty Hayes there in fourth. Black flag again coming out for the 40 of Rob Smith. He's got problems. This time he's going to have to go to the pits as we're under our 30 laps. Rob Smith making an exit. Front 5 still unchanged. 87 Ty Hayes running fourth. Jason Slabaugh on the 61's in fifth. 99 Mark Lessing running in sixth. 32 James Smith there in seventh. 15 Don Huntley's in eighth. Al Bauer, the number 1, running in ninth. 94 Ricky Lau Jr. there in the 10th. That's the top 10 as they complete lap 6. Number 17, Bob Chisholm Jr. now rolling up on lap 7 into the pit area. 121, Mark Miller. Still out in front. The pole setters led all 8 laps of this 30-lap Michiana Tire rain down straight side. Mark Miller, Eric Kaiser, Jason Clevenger, Ty Hayes, Jason Slabaugh. Your front 5. Still unchanged as they complete lap number 9. Down, 20 to go this time around for number 121, Mark Miller. He's left one turn this race. 20 laps to go in this rain down racetrack. Some of the faster cars, number 9, Rodney Smith, is still stacked up at the back of the pack, unable to let loose. He was fast qualifier today. Rob Smith was fast qualifier last Saturday. Lou Strimmy now has moved up to 10th spot. He was running back there as well. Number 9, Rodney Spencer, trying to find his way to the top 10. And they near the halfway point. Halfway signal will come out next time. The halfway mark will come out. We got 15 down, 15 to go for number 121, Mark Miller. He's in the first half of this 30 lap. Eric Kaiser, single file, bumper to nose as they go into turn 3 and 4. 85 racing Jason Clevenger, Ty Hayes, and Jason Slabaugh, along with Mark Lessing there. Front 6 still out in front as the black flag now comes out for the 18 of Billy Rumbaugh. He too now leaking something out of the back of his machine, is making his exit on lap 16 to the pit area. We got 13 laps to go in tonight's Michiana Tire rained out street stock feature. 21.6 still unchanged as they clock in lap 18 this time by. Now the 85 for racing Jason Clevenger figures out if I want to get by anybody, I'm going to have to go to the outside, but he may be hung out to dry as 87 Ty Hayes creeps up on the inside line to third. Lap number 19. Jason Clevenger, racing Jason, figures he's going to use the outside groove to try to make his move. So he's out of that single file formation draft as they complete lap 20. 20 down, 10 to go this time around. Number 10, Eric Kaiser, trying to figure out some way to get around the 121. Knocking on the door, 87 Ty Hayes and 85 Jason Clevenger battling for third as we complete lap 21. Number 9, Hot Rod Rodney Spencer now has worked his way to 7. But time's running out. They got 22 down and 8 to go this time by. Number 10, Hollywood Eric Kaiser on the inside as they come out of turn 2. Number 10, Eric Kaiser out in front. 87 Ty Hayes going to go to the inside, move to second. Number 121, Mark Miller falls back to third on lap 53. Number 10, Eric Kaiser, your new leader. And we got Lou Strimmy in the 53 and the 125 of Scott Frost getting together down here in the main straightaway as they completed lap 23.
That's Dave Coleman in the 53, Lou.
So 53 actually being driven tonight by Dave Coleman in this race. Lou Strimmy will be racing in the next one if it's still together. 125, Frosty Scott Frost, and 53 Dave Coleman bringing out the second caution in tonight's rained out Michiana Tire Street Stock feature. So we're under caution again, our second yellow coming out in tonight's Street Stock rained out feature. Dave Coleman, car number 53, and the 125 with Scott Frost getting together. So we got a 7-lap shootout coming up. Number 10 of Hollywood Eric Kaiser. 87 Ty Hayes running second, 121 Mark Miller's third, 61 Jason Sleeball's fourth, 85 Jason Clevenger's fifth, 99 Mark Blessing, and then there's number 9 of Rodney Spencer in seventh.
When we get to advertise that show next week.
Oh yeah, I have been. I've been calling it Stock Car Invitation. I've been calling it the first annual Stock Car Invitation. Yeah. And as they come out of turn 4 to complete lap 24, 87 Ty Hayes looks on the outside groove in turn 2. Number 10, Hollywood Eric Kaiser trying to hold him at bay, trying to shut the door on him. They're going to have 25 down, 5 to go this time by in tonight's 30 lap rain down Street Stock feature. 87 Ty Hayes tried everything he could on the outside groove. Now going to look for an inside line as they complete lap 26. Is still number 10 Eric Kaiser looking for his first checkered flag. I turned it off to him earlier and he's been wanting one. Eric Kaiser, Ty Hayes, and 121 Mark Miller getting on the inside of him. And Ty Hayes a little bit Mark Miller, 121, looking on the inside for second again. He wants that top 2 spots. They get together in turn 3, and both drivers doing a good job of hanging on. 121, Mark Miller trying. Battling for the 87 of Ty Hayes. And that allowed number 10, Eric Kaiser, to gain a little ground. He's got a little bit of a lead with 1 lap to go as the white flag flies this time for Hollywood Eric Kaiser. 1 more to go to get his first victory. This could be his first win. Oh, 85 Jason Clevenger and 61 battling it out back there for 4th. Checkered flag will wave for Hollywood Eric Kaiser. Oh, it's riding across for fifth, number 9, Rodney Spencer. Whoa, you talk about a race. The guys back there, 4th, 5th, and 6th, were battling it out for that final top 5 spots. Winning his first feature this year, number 10, Hollywood Eric Kaiser. 87, Ty Hayes will finish second. 121, Mark Miller was third. 61, Jason Slaybaugh fourth, and fifth was the number 9 of Hot Rod, Rodney Spencer. There's your winner, winning his first street stock feature on the year. None too soon, number 10, Hollywood Eric Kaiser. I talked to him earlier, race fans. He said a year ago or a couple years ago he did the same thing, and tonight, of course, being the season championship, the last night of the season, he grabs his first checkered flag on the year. Congratulations to Hollywood Eric Kaiser out of Millersburg. He's sponsored by Mel's Upholstery Shop in Goshen, Goshen Collision Center, Thompson's Towing, Seward's Photography, and Gogage's Poured Walls. All sponsors of number 10 of Hollywood Eric Kaiser. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 cars going 20 laps in tonight's rained out Dayton Daytona Mini Stock A feature from last Saturday night. Watch them now as they come out of turn 4. They bring it up to speed as they come out of there, and Dancing Doug turns them loose. We're going 20 laps in tonight's rained out Mini Stock A feature. DJ Dave Eckert, number 88, up front. 34, Mark Hughes. And the number 5 of Lenny Davis. 3 wide per second as they come out of turn 4. Everybody still hanging on. Lenny Davis went to the inside, moves to second. In front of the 13 is Squidward. Michael Landry up on the outside. 34, Mark Hughes got shuffled back to 4th as we complete lap 2 this time by. Lenny Davis on the inside of the 88 of Dave Eckert, making a bid for that lead as they go down to Billboard backstretch and into turn 3. Davis had to back off. The pole setter, 88 Dave Eckert, will lead him around here for lap 3 this time by. Now 13, Michael Landry, Squidward trying to squirt his way up to the front on the outside groove of the 88. And of course, look back there in the middle of the pack, 17 moving up. Jerry Ryman, and Jack Rabbit's on the run. Jerry Ryman started at the back of the pack. He's worked his way up there. 3 wide, racing in turn 3. Everybody's trying to make their way toward the front. Your leader is Squidward in car number 13. Boy, some real racing going on there in the middle of the pack, though. Keep your eye on that. Squidward, Michael Landry up front. 88, Dave Eckert running second. Leonard Davis in number 5 is in third as we complete lap 6. Number 8, Davis is in fourth. 83 of Jeremy Dameron has moved his way to 5th. He started at the back of the pack. And the Kid is on a roll back there in 5th as we complete lap 7. Squidward trying to stay up front, 3 wide reserve in turns 1 and 2. Jeremy the Kid Dameron moving up there on the inside, but there goes the number 8 around. Number 8, Frankie Treese, loops it around over there in turn 2. That brings out our first yellow in tonight's rained out mini stock A feature. My goodness, these guys are really going for the gold. All righty. Single file formation restart with 13 to go. As Dancing Doug gives them a good green, they're back to racing. Michael Landry is your leader. 88, Dave Eckert, and the number 8. The Sweet Corn Express were battling for second. 83, Jeremy Damron just drove right on the inside and took that second place spot away from him while they were battling side by side. 83, Jeremy the Kid Damron up there to second now. Sweet Corn Express, Jameson Corn's in third. Dave Eckert's back to fourth. Here comes Dave Coleman in the number 6. He's up to fifth. And the number 9 is Gentleman Jim Engelmeyer running back there in sixth. They look on the inside of Dave Eckert. Oh, and our leader, 13, Michael Landry, goes around back there, coming out of turn 2 all by himself. Michael Landry, number 13, looped and around out of turn 2, brings out our second caution in tonight's Dayton Daytona Mini Stock Rained Out feature. Then they'll bring it back up to speed as they come out of turn 4, and Dancing Doug will give them the green. They're off and racing 11 more laps. 83, Jeremy Damron, Sweet Corn Express Jeremy. Jameson Corn running there in second. Look out on the backstretch. We have one sliding down off a turn into turn 3. At the halfway point, 10 to go. Jackrabbit Ryman, he's got her get back on the accelerator. He went sliding through the backstretch. Jeremy Damron still out in front, car number 83, number 8, Jameson Corn. Number 6, Dave Coleman, now moving to third. Number 9 going to make a challenge for that third place spot as they go into turns 3 and 4. Coleman closed the door on him. 16, Diamond Jim Ryman, now up to 5th as we complete lap 12. Holy cow, we got one on the wall down there. Bulldog Gene Hughes, he turned right instead of left, and it looked like because the 18 was also involved there. The 18 of J.R. Ryman, he's got a cut front right tire. So J.R. Ryman, tough break for him in this one, and 47 Gene Hughes as our third caution comes out in tonight's Rained Out Mini Stock A feature.
Just about too cold now. They got me in turn on the caution. Come on!
8 more laps to go in tonight's Rained Out Mini Stock feature. 83, Jeremy Damron up front. Jameson Corn and the Sweet Corn Express is running second. Dave Coleman's in third. Jim Engelmeyer's in fourth. Diamond Jim Ryman, number 16, right there in fifth. As we go back to green with 8 to go. 83, Jeremy the Kid Damron looking to pick up a feature win. If he can hang on for another 7 laps. Jeremy Damron coming out here just in the last month with this number 83 Hooters sponsored machine. Look at that battle for third between Jim Engelmeyer and Dave Coleman. A points race going on for third right now as we complete lap 15. They got 5 more to go. Gentleman Jim on the inside, right behind Express. Dave Coleman on the outside, back to fourth. Diamond Jim Ryman in the hunt, the number 16, running in fifth. They got 4 more to go this time by. Gentleman Jim Engelmeyer out there in third in front of the number 6 of Dave Coleman with 3 laps to go. The points for this feature very important. That's the championship feature coming up a little later on. But 2 more laps to go for Jeremy Damron to win his first feature on the season. Number 83 has 2 to go. Number 8, Jameson Corn running second. Look who's sporting his way up there to third. Is 16 of Diamond Jim Ryman up to third now. Diamond Jim Ryman racing his last race. Oh, we got action in turn 2. Caution flag comes out with 2 to go. The yellow coming out to the 19 of Jerry Ryman, who was at the back of the pack. And it looks like 19 Jerry Ryman, possibly 17 Corey Ryman got together, Uncle. And all right, our leader will set the pace. As they come out of turn 4, he brings them back up to speed. 83, Jeremy Dameron with the number 8 of Jameson Korn right behind him as the green flag flies. They got 2 to go. 16, Diamond Jim Ryman, Jim Engelmeyer. Oh, number 5, Lenny Davis, sparks flying. He's trying to hang on. White flag will fly. They got 1 more lap to go in tonight's rained out mini stock feature. Front 5 still unchanged with 1 to go. Landry into the infield on that last lap. Checkered flag will wave this time for 83, Jeremy Dameron. 83, Jeremy Dameron picks up his first feature win on the season. Number 8, Jameson Korn will finish second. 16, Diamond Jim Ryman racing in his last season here at the new Paris Speedway. Diamond Jim Ryman told me the other night this is his retirement racing program. He'll retire after tonight's season. This is his last season. Number 9, gentleman Jim Engelmeyer finishes 4th, and the 6 of Dave Coleman finishing 5th. Rounds out the top 5. But put your hands together for tonight's rained out mini stock feature winner. Number 83 is Jeremy the Kid Dameron. Jeremy Dameron out of Goshen, the Kid, coming back after being off for a while, comes back out with a new mini stock here just in the last few weeks and wins his first mini stock feature in a long time. And he's sponsored by Bauer's Party Shop, Terry's Automotive in Warsaw, Harry's Amish Hauling Service in Goshen, Chris Rose and Slammin' Sammy, and my favorite sponsor, Hooters. All sponsors, number 83, Jeremy Dameron. Warming up or not? Oh. All right. As they work on lap 2, your leader is the 13 of Bruce Miller. 44, Rick Richardson running second. 101 Ed Paul is third. Running in 5th. The 31 of Mike Long. Check that, that's the 68 of Charlie Hanna. Down to lap 3. 4-car battle for second. Look at him as they go into turn 3. Wow, 101 Ed Paul, 44 Rick Richardson. 16 Charlie Hanna, the 57 all battling for second. But running away with it while they're battling for second is a 13 of Bruce Miller. He'll clock him around here for lap 5. Now into the pit area. 13 Bruce Miller all by himself. 6 down, 19 to go. 101 Ed Paul now up to second. 68 Charlie Hanna's there in third. 44 Rick Richardson back to fourth. 57 Devin Highball running in fifth as we play lap 7. Battle for fourth now. Choo-choo Charlie Whitman in the 39. And a puff of smoke out of the rear of his car. Might be a tire rub. He moves to fourth. Charlie goes to fourth in front of the 44 Rick Richardson, who shuffles back to sixth. 31 Mike Long now up to fifth. Down 15 to go this next time by for the 13 of Moose Miller. Moose Miller started on the inside of the second row. He led the first 25 laps. Rained out late Model B feature. Halfway mark will come out. We'll have 12 down, 13 to go. Now, we got a three-car race at the halfway point. It's 101 Ed Paul, 68 Charlie Hanna hook up. Charlie Hanna on the inside to Toad, looking to move to second on the inside of the 101 of Ed Paul. Charlie Hanna going to second on lap 13. Charlie Hanna now looking for the lead as he looks to the inside of the 13 of Moose Miller's machine. Came out of turn 2 and down the Billboard backstretch. Moose Miller out in front, 14 down, 11 to go. 68 Charlie Hanna trying to get around the 13 of Moose Miller in turn 3. 15 down, 10 to go this time by. Charlie Hanna on the inside takes the lead there away from Moose Miller on lap 16. 68 Charlie Hanna. 13 Moose Miller running second. 101 Ed Paul is in third. 39 Choo-Choo Charlie Whitman's up to fourth, and Mike 31 there in fifth with 17 down and 8 to go. 18 in this time around. 68 Charlie Hanna out in front. Whoa, there goes Ed Paul around in turn 2, or turn 1. Ed Paul looped it around. I couldn't tell if he had any help, but boy, he went around so slowly there in turn 1. 101 Ed Paul bringing out the first caution with 18 down and 7 to go in this our 25 lap rained out late Model B feature. We'll go back to green. 7 to go in tonight's 25 lap late Model B feature. '68 Charlie Hanna, your leader. He brings him up to speed. Moose Miller sleeping at the wheel with 7 to go. 31 Mike Long running in third. 57 Devin Heimboss fourth. 14 Michael Thayer moves to fifth as the 9L of Scott Landers got real good. He goes back to sixth. Next time by, we'll have 20 down and 5 to go for the 68 of Charlie Hanna as Mike Long now moves to second. Luke Miller back to third. 57 Devin Heimboss to 14 Michael Thayer now in the top 5 with 4.5 laps remaining in tonight's 25 lap rained out late Model B feature. Front 5 still unchanged with 3 to go. This time for the show, Charlie Hanna. White flag will fly for 68 Charlie Hanna. Got one more to go, 31. Mike Long running in second. That's the way they're going to finish as the checkered flag now waves for 68 Charlie Hanna. 68, 31, 13. That's the way they finish 1, 2, and 3. 13, Moose Miller brings home third. 31, Mike Long finishes second. But winning tonight's late model rained out late model B feature, the 25 lapper. Put your hands together for the 68 of the Toad, Charlie Hanna.
We're just getting ready to start the Sweet Stock B feature.
Okay, Charlie, and thank you.
For the rain out.
Put your hands together for your winner, 68, Charlie Hanna. The Toad, Charlie Hanna, number 68, is sponsored by Pro Fleet Transport, Rita Motor Company, Bach Gases and Elkhart, Weldy's Auto Supply, and of course, Shaker Racing Engines. All sponsors, the 68 of the Toad, Charlie Hanna. Feature about to begin. Actually, 17 cars going 20 laps. 03 Tim Vitale and 40 Rob Smith, both drivers out here cheating. Testing their tires before a later race. Dancing Doug turns them loose. We're going racing.
Yeah, here we go. Just run out.
See, that's bullshit. We got to bring a caution out. Yeah. See, that's why I say we can't be doing it. As they complete lap 2, it is 62 Ed Flick, 88 Doug Hanna, White 88 Tim Vitale, 64 Don the Dragon Vitale, and the 45 of Kevin Ray running there in 5th as we complete lap 3. And Doug Hanna up front, battling for the lead on lap number 5. 5 down, 15 to go. 64 Don the Dragon Vitale running in 3rd. 88 Tim Vitale running in 4th. And 29 John Wheeler Jr. back there in 5th. Mean Green Machine, Doug Hanna looking for the lead. 13 to go this time by. And a yellow flag coming out for the 23 of Mike Winter, who somehow went around there in turn 4. Backs it down into the infield. So our first caution coming out from number 23 of Mike Winter. On lap number 8, your leader is the 62 of Eddie Click. He'll bring him around, 8 down. 88 Doug Hanna running 64 Don the Dragon Vitale there in 3rd. Tim Vitale in the 88 running in 4th, and 29 John Wheeler Jr. That's your front 5. As we hear the halfway point next time by. Mean Green Machine, Doug Hanna looking on the inside, not enough room, but we got action in turn 2.
Damn.
Caution flag coming out.
Actually, it's at the 11th there. He did it by himself to begin with. Yeah, that was after the fact. Is that 11th that's down there?
23 to the pit.
So number 11, Tim Barry,
Yeah.
brings out the second caution in tonight's rained out Street Stock B feature. At the halfway point, we'll have 10 in and 10 to go. Doug Hanna, number 88. There to grab that different flag. 64, Don the Dragon Vitale running there in third. 88, Tim Vitale's fourth. John Wheeler Jr., number 29, the front five unchanged. 9 laps left. Battle back there for 7. Between 52, Matt Sparks, and the number 2, Sam Hirschberger. Matt Sparks now moving up to 7. And we got a new lead change. Number 88, Doug Hanna makes it on lap 12. And 8 to go, it's Doug Hanna up front. 62, Eddie Click running second. 64, Don Vitale still in third. 83, Doug Hanna making a good pass. Up front. Number 88, Doug Hanna, out in front. Down, 5 to go this time by for the Mean Green Machine, number 88, Doug Hanna. Doug Hanna, the Mean Green Machine, leading tonight's Street Stock B feature. With 3 laps to go, he's trying to win his first Street Stock B for a long time. Been a while for the Mean Green Machine. He's got some clean air and he's got 2 to go to grab that checkered flag. Battle for third back there for 64, Don Vitale, and 88, Tim Vitale as the white flag flies for Doug Hanna and 62, Ed Click. You got 1 more to go. And the checkered flag will now wave for the Mean Green Machine of Doug Hanna. 62, Eddie Click second. White 88, Tim Vitale finishes third. 64 down in the track. Vitale brings home fourth. So 88, 62, and 88. That's the way they're going to finish 1, 2, and 3. 88, Tim Vitale held off the 64 of Don Vitale for third. 62, Eddie Click was second. And winning tonight's Street Stock B feature. Put your hands together, even though he won't come up to get pictures, for the old grump himself, Mean Green Machine, number 88, Doug Hanna. Doug Hanna out of Goshen, sponsored by Torco Racing Fuels and Suspension Spring Specialist there in Bremen. Brings home tonight's rained out Street Stock B feature victory. And as they come out of turn 4 to complete lap 2, in tonight's Tire Street Stock C feature.
I just noticed we had another tag haul.
Your leader is the 54 of Dave Long, as he'll complete lap 3. 84 Bob Hutchinson running second. Bam Bam Brian Cannon, 55, and 007 Jack Brazel are battling for third as they go down the main Billboard backstretch and into turns 3 and 4. And then the other 54, Randy Huffman, running in 5th as we complete lap 4 of this 15 lap. Traveling rained out Street Stock C feature. Hey, Kim, I could possibly go on the air at 9 o'clock and do these slower features. Yeah, I'm not going to, though. 8 down, 7 to go. Your leader is 54, Dave Long, 55, Bam Bam Brian Cannon, knocking on the door. 71, Larry Saunders, and Bam Bam down on the low side, taking the leader away from 54, Dave Long in turn 3. And your leader on lap number 9 will be the 55 of Bam Bam Brian Cannon. And Doughboy, Larry Saunders, number 71, running second. 54, Dave Long back to third. 84, Bob Huntsberger, and the 40 of Tricky Dicky Siddell now moving up there on the outside. He's running in 5th with 10 down and 5 to go. And this on the Cannon Tire, Valvoline Oil. Winner of this one gets a case of Valvoline Oil. 55, Bam Bam Brian Cannon out in front. 71, Larry Saunders running second. With 11 down and 4 to go. Now number 40, Tricky Dicky Seidel moves up to 4th. 84, Jim Merritt spun around in turn 2, got back going, but got eaten alive by our leader. And he's got 12 down and 3 to go. In tonight's Street Stock C feature. We'll have 13 down and 2 to go. This time around, we got action in the backstretch. 52, Chris Highball, and 7 of Dallas Mosader III will bring out a caution flag.
Oh, that sounds good.
23, Donnie Harrison with a flat tire, having some rear end handling problems on that number 23 after the caution. But the caution comes out for the 52 of Chris Highball and the 7 of Dallas Mosader III. That'll bring out the first caution.
84 needs to take.
And the 54 of Randy Huffman sits there in 5th on the restart with 3 more laps to go. Dancing Doug Fox turns them loose. We're off and racing. 3 more laps. Tonight's Valvoline Oil, Street Stock, Bam Bam Brian Cannon up front. Oh, there goes Randy Huffman around in turn 2 all by himself. He's out of harm's way. We're still under green light racing. We'll have 13 down and 2 to go this time by. 55, Bam Bam Brian Cannon, 51, Larry Saunders, Dave Long, and Tricky Dicky Seidel battling for third. As the white flag will wave this next time around. 1 more to go in tonight's Valvoline Oil Street Stock Rained Out C feature. And the checkered flag will now wave for the 55 of Bam Bam Brian Cannon. 71, Larry Saunders second. And the 54, Dave Long, finishes third. That's the way they're going to finish 1, 2, and 3. It was 55, 71, and 54. Dave Long held on to third. Doughboy finished second. And winning tonight's rained out street stock, Valvoline Motor Oil Street Stock C feature. And number 55 is your winner, the 55 of Bam Bam Brian Cannon.
84? Oh, 84 Hamburger.
7, 11, 14, the other 84,
84 Merit.
7, 54.
So as he rolls up here to get the checkered flag, put your hands together for a rained out Valvoline Motor Oil Street Stock C feature winner. Number 55 is Bam Bam Brian Cannon. Brian, of course, sponsored by Creation Graphics in Goshen, Pro Motor, Turtle Bay Estates, there in Syracuse, More Quartz Eats and Treats in Milford, Mary Joe's Cafe in Leesburg, Digital Innovation of Mishawaka, and Current Engineering and Equipment in Milford. All sponsors Bam Bam Brian Cannon, car number 55.
Oh, come on now.
Second row inside, we got the number 8 of Teddy Stanley to his right, the 49 of Bill Lovely from Plymouth. Third row is Frankie Paymaster in car number 02 out of Napanee, 79 Bruce Burning Jr., and at the back of the pack, the 68 Mark Vance Jr. As these guys go 10 laps in tonight's rained out Michiana Tire Street Stock D feature. As they come out of turn 4, a little wide there, number 32, Jordan Grantham, hole center, wanting to stay up front. As the number 9 of Matt Buzzard now looks on the inside, going down the billboard backstretch. And Matt Buzzard takes the lead in turn 3. 2 down, 8 to go this time around. '68 Mark Vance, who started at the tail end of the pack, now makes his way to third. Your new leader is the number 9 of Matt Buzzard, though. He's leading them around here on lap 4. Battle for second now between Jordan Grantham and car number 32 and 68 Mark Vance Jr. And Mark Vance will move to second on lap number 4. Halfway mark comes out. Number 9, Matt Buzzard. 5 down, 5 to go. This one ain't even worth calling. And the white flag now flies. They got one more to go. Your leader is the number 9 of Matt Buzzard.
So they get ready to call twice.
Checkered flag flies for number 9, Matt Buzzard. What's his name?
Jerry Diebler. It's called twice.
Diebler?
Yeah, Diebler.
That's the way they're going to finish in tonight's rained out street stock D feature. It was number 9, Matt Buzzard, 68 Mark Vance Jr., and the 02 Frankie Paymaster finishing third. Jerry Diebler. Jerry Diebler, you need to call your wife immediately. You have an emergency. Jerry Diebler, call home, call your wife right away. There's an emergency. Thank you.
Gary call Rumbaugh to his car right away.
Number 18, Billy Rumbaugh, please report to your race car right away, please. Billy Rumbaugh, please report to your race car right away. Thank you. Put your hands together for our Rained Out Street Stock D feature. Winner number 9 is Matt Buzzard. Matt Buzzard out of Goshen, sponsored by Big John's Racing Pants, Skid Marks, Moe's Trailers, and Sean Buzzard, all sponsors of number 9 of Matt Buzzard. Green flag waves, we're off and racing in tonight's Mini Stock D feature, the rained out feature from last Saturday night. And Leapin' Lee Atkins, the pole setter, number 5, out in front. 18, Donnie Kaufman running second, but we got a battle there in the middle of the pack for third as we complete lap 1. Leapin' Lee Atkins, Donnie Kaufman, Bob Huffman Jr., here comes Stan Hudson and Dennis Zimmerman up on the outside to challenge for 4th and 5th as we complete lap 2. Oh, and Becky Shepard rolling it down the backstretch. Hang on, Becky. Red flag condition as Becky Shepard's on her driver's side back there in the billboard backstretch. Hey, watch this. We need security to the gate. We need security to the start-finish line gate, please. She's A-OK. They're just trying to get her out of that number 26 mini stock. Thank goodness for those shoulder harnesses. More to go in the mini stock B feature. Dennis Zimmerman working to the outside groove, trying to get around the 60th Stan Hudson. 18, Donnie Kaufman now going to hook up on the outside as well as we complete lap 3. 3 down, 9 to go. Three wide racing there for second. Side-by-side racing for the lead as they come out of turn 4. We're going to have 4 down and 8 to go. Leapin' Lee trying to hold on Donnie Kaufman. Number 7, Dennis Zimmerman right behind him. 60, Stan Hudson looking on the inside. 3 wide for the lead in turn 3. Stan Hudson getting around Leapin' Lee Atkins. And 60, Stan Hudson will be your new leader on lap number 5. And of course, we're still under green light racing. 60, Stan Hudson up front. 18, Donnie Kaufman running second. Dennis Zimmerman in the 7 is in third. Everybody's still spinning out in the turns by themselves. We're still under 7 down and with 6 down and 6 to go. Your leader is 60, Stan Hudson. 18, Donnie Kaufman running second. Dennis Zimmerman and Bob Huffman Jr. battling for third. With 7 in and 5 left in tonight's rained out streets of mini stock. Your leader is the 60th Stan Hudson. Right now the battle's for second between 18 Donnie Kaufman and the 7 of Dennis Zimmerman. Andy Kindig trying to get around Bob Huffman Jr. for fourth. He does so on lap number 9. 9 down and 3 to go this time around. Number 7, Dennis Zimmerman looking on the inside of the 18 of Donnie Kaufman, and Zimmerman's hood's flying up. One of the latches come loose on the 7 of Denny Zimmerman's car. That might cause him a little drafting problem as it's about to fly off. And Zimmerman takes second away from Kaufman blindly. He's up to second. 7-11 Andy Kindig's moved to third. White flag will fly this time. Number 60 Stan Hudson. Number 7 Dennis Zimmerman. Trying to hang on to the hood and hang on to second. 7-11 Andy Kindig running third right behind him. Zimmerman trying to hang on. Your winner, of course, will be 60 Stan Hudson. He'll get the checkered flag. We'll watch this finish for second and third. Zimmerman brings it home with the hood on his car. He'll finish second. 7-11 Andy Kindig will finish third. That's the way they're going to finish 1, 2, and 3. It was 60, 7, and 7-11. 7-11 Andy. Laps complete. Hey, Bill. Yeah, we've got 3 laps in of 1 lap race. And so a couple minutes, and then I'll bring out the late model A guys. So about 3 minutes or so. I'm going to go ahead and finish this one. Sounds good. All right. Your leader is 29, Greg Leonard out in front. 65, Mike Lynn running in second. At the halfway point, 5 in, 5 to go. 29, Paul Mishler Jr. running third. 31, Billy Marner, she's there in fourth. And the 14 of Rick Kaiser, that's your front 5. As we'll complete lap 6 this time by, it'll be 6 down and 4 left in tonight's rained out mini stock ski feature. Who'd they say that Mike Lynn guy was? 3 laps remain. Your leader is the 29 of Greg Leonard. 65 Mike Lynn running in second. 29 Paul Mishler Jr. there in third. That's the way they're looking. They've got 8 down to go. Last 2 laps. 29 Greg Leonard doing a good job up front. He'll get the white flag this time. They've got 1 more to go in tonight's rained out mini stock feature. 29 Greg Leonard staying out in front. And a checkered flag will now wave for the 29 of Greg Leonard. 65 Mike Lynn will finish second. 29 Paul Mishler Jr. will finish third. As we come out of turn 4, our pole setter will be number 11, Tim the Two-Man Taylor from Ligonier. To his right, the 54 of Pat Burt from South Bend. Second row inside, the 17 of Bob Schisler Jr. And then on the outside, that Rome City Rocket, number 9 of Darwin Wolf. He lines up on the outside of the second row. Third row inside, we've got the 68 of Charlie Hanna from Goshen. On the outside of row number 3 is the USA number 1 of Scott Ross. Fourth row inside, car number 14. He now makes his home in Mooresville, North Carolina, formerly from Plymouth, the 14 of Michael Thayer. On the outside of row 4, we've got the 53 of Lou Strimmy. Fifth row inside, car number 7. Starting there on the inside of row number 5. Actually, on the inside of row number 5 will be, on the inside of row 5 is the 7 of Keith Hankins. To his right, the 101 of Ed Paul. Sixth row, the 40 of Little Donnie Klotz and the 16 of Bobby Blunt. Seventh row, we've got the white number 7 of Mike Garber and the 95 of Steve Stacy, second and third in the points. In row number 8, 28 Sean Amore and the 21X of Jumpin' Josh Taylor, and at the back of the pack, fast qualifier on the day, the 17 of Ralph Havens. He set a new track record today of 13:52, and of course falling to the back of the pack starting in the 18th starting position, the 29 of Radical Ridge Bowl. So we've got 18 cars, and of course, like I said, a new track record for Ralph Havens with a 13:520. He set the track record some time ago, back this season with a 13:529, and so he broke his own track record back that he set back in June. But right now, race fans, let's give our Hoosier Tire late model feature drivers a big off as they set to go in tonight's season championship feature. Flick your bics, wave your hands, your hats, and your hankies, and say good luck, guys, and good racing. 18 cars going 50 laps in tonight's Total Value RV of Indiana season championship late model feature. This ought to be a good one. We've got 18 cars. These guys are set. They're ready because they know the season championship's on the line. Plus, they want that 50 lapper. They want that trophy, the season championship trophy, sponsored by Total Value of RV of Indiana. And those guys are sitting over there in turn 2 watching this one from a bird's eye view as Mighty Mike Powers puts them on their final pace lap. They'll be coming up to speed as they come out of turn 4. Mighty Mike Powers looks them over. Let's get them going as we go boogity, boogity, boys. Let's go racing in our season championship at the new Paris Speedway. And right off the bat, number 11, Tim the Two-Man Taylor takes him down the backstretch. 17, Bob Schisler Jr., problems with the car, can't get it in gear. He's slowing way up on lap number 1. Tim the Two-Man Taylor, car number 11. Bob Schisler Jr. now takes it to the infield with mechanical problems. He drops out. Tim the Two-Man Taylor will bring him out of turn 4. He's your leader as they complete lap 2. 54 Pat Bird runs there in second. 68 Charlie Hanna now has moved his way to third. Moving up on the outside to Rome City Rocket number 9 of Darwin Wolf. And the number 1 USA 1 of Scott Ross battling for fourth as we complete lap 3. Back there in 6th is the 53 of Lou Strimmy. As Darwin Wolf keeps working the outside groove in turn 3 and 4. He wants that 4th place spot in the early goings with 4 down and 46 to go. 68 Charlie Hanna out in front. 54 Pat Bird running there in second. Check that. 11 Tim the Two-Man Taylor has led the first 5 laps. 68 Charlie Hanna is running in third. Number 9, Darwin Wolf, and the 1 of Scott Ross. 3 wide battle for fourth back there as Lou Strimmy gets on the inside of Scott Ross. Lou Strimmy on the inside, Darwin Wolf on the outside. They put the squeeze on the number 1 of Scott Ross, and it falls back to 6th on lap number 6. Now Darwin Wolf back up there on the hunt, trying to move in front of the number 1 of Scott Ross. They're 3 wide in turn 4 again. Scott Ross, Darwin Wolf, and 54 Pat Bird. And Pat Bird got shuffled to the high side, and he falls back to about the 7th or 8th place. Scott Ross now back to 4th. Darwin Wolf's in 5th. Here comes the black number 7 of Keith Hankins moving up there to challenge for that 4th place spot as we complete lap number 8. The pole setters set the entire pace so far. Number 11, Tim the Two-Man Taylor out of Ligonier has led the first 9 laps of this 50-lap season championship feature. Oh, and there goes Keith Hankins around. Number 7, Keith Hankins in the middle of the pack. Went loop-de-loop right down here in the main straightaway. And that first caution flag comes out with 9 laps complete for the number 7 of Keith Hankins. He may have had some help. Don't know for sure, but we will definitely find out what happened to the number 7 of Keith Hankins. And the car looks like it's still able to go, but we got to get them lined up for a single file formation restart in tonight's 50-lap Hoosier Tire late model feature with 9 in and 41 to go. And before we do that, joining me up here in the, well, good luck in the next feature too coming up, Eric. Thanks, Jerry. Hollywood Eric Kaiser, street stock number 10, picks up the rain out street stock feature earlier tonight, and he'll be racing in the season championship feature coming up as we go back to green with 9 down and 41 to go in tonight's Hoosier Tire late model season championship feature. Number 11, Tim the Two-Man Taylor, still out in front. 68, Charlie Hanna running there in second. 53, Lou Strimmy now up to third. Number 1, Scott Ross is running fourth. Jerome City Rocket number 9, or Darwin Wolf, is there in fifth as they complete lap 11. 11 laps in of this 50 lap. Total value RV of Indiana season championship Hoosier Tire late model feature as Tim the Two-Man Taylor, 68 Charlie Hanna, both white and green is the way they sport their vehicles. Looks like they could be teammates. 53 Lou Strimmy on the inside there, couldn't find enough room to go to second. 13 laps down this time around. Number 1 Scott Ross still running in fourth. Now 68 Charlie Hanna knocking on that side door panel as he got on that driver's side rear quarter panel, but we got action in turn 2 as a caution flag, our second yellow coming out on the night. In turn 2, it looks like the 14 of Michael Thayer is headed in the wrong direction, and he might have had some help. So 14 Michael Thayer turned around over there in turn 2, brings out the second yellow in tonight's 50-lap season championship Hoosier Tire late model feature. We got 13 in, 37 to go. We'll get to Paris Speedway. This is Jerry Cannon, trackside. We got 13 laps in again tonight here at the New Paris Speedway when our second caution flag came out for the 14 of Michael Thayer. He'll restart at the tail. We got 37 to go. Your leader is still our pole setter, number 11, Tim the Two-Man Taylor out of Ligonier. And, of course, 68 Charlie Hanna knocking on his back door. He's running in second. 53 Lou Strimmy's third. Scott Ross sitting there at fourth on the restart as the green flag waves. Mighty Mike Powers with 37 laps to go. Number 40, Little Donnie Klotz the third, running in fifth. Now Bobby Blunt's worked his way up to sixth in car number 16. 95, Steve Stacy, now up to seventh. Keep your eye on the red hot, number 95, Steve Stacy. Like I said, he's already won the rain out late model feature. He would like to get a double feature tonight. He's got 3 this season. Boy, that would help him in his points race as he's trying to climb up to second. 28, Sean Amor back there running an 8. Now Lou Strimmy looks to the inside in turn 3. Lou Strimmy looking to move to second as he gets on the inside driver door of the 68 of Charlie Hanna. Lou Strimmy in 53, who's got 3A feature wins under his belt this year, moves to second now on lap 17, but we got action in turn 2. The 28 of Sean Amor turned around again over there in turn 2, is going to bring out a caution. That's our third yellow in tonight's Hoosier Tire late model feature. Now, I'm not quite sure because we have to revert back to the last completed lap as to where they're going to place the 53 of Lou Strimmy. Will it be second? Will it be third? Our scorers will take a look at that last completed lap before the caution came out for the 28 of Sean Amor. First in the points, but boy, he's looking for his first A feature win if he can hold off the 68 of Charlie Hanna. He'll start in second on the restart. 53 Lou Strimmy's back to third. Like I said, they had to revert back to that last completed lap. That's the way they were running on lap 16. Scott Ross is in fourth. Little Donnie Klotz fifth. Bobby Blunt's in sixth. Steve Stacy seventh as they go back to green with 16 down and 34 to go. Bumper to nose as they come out of turn 2, and Lou Strimmy a little bump and run there on the 68 of Charlie Hanna, and Charlie said thank you for the extra push as he stays there in second. Lou Strimmy runs third. Scott Ross in fourth. Everybody's still giving Tim the Toolman Taylor. And, of course, the 16 of Bobby Blunt now working the outside of the 40 of Little Donnie Klotz for fifth as we complete lap number 18. Little Donnie on the inside, Bobby Blunt on the outside. That's the battle for fifth right now. 95 Steve Stacy is running there in seventh, and 17 Ralph Havens has made his way to eighth. Ralph Havens, our points leader. He would love to pick up a checkered flag. It'll be if he can make his way around these 7 cars in front of him with 20 down and 30 to go. Ralph Havens running in eighth with 30 laps left. He was fast qualifier on the day, set a new track record, broke his old track record that he had in June of 13.529. He turned to 13.52.0. So Ralph Havens has got a quick car if he can keep it clean and keep it where it needs to be. Back up front, number 11, Tim the Toolman Taylor up front. 68, Charlie Hanna running second as we complete lap 22, this time by. 53, Lou Strimmy running in third. 40, Little Donnie Klotz still holding on to fourth. Number 1, Scott Ross is running on the outside of him for fifth. Then you've got Steve Stacy and Bobby Blunt battling for sixth, seventh. Then you've got Ralph Havens running in eighth. Mike Garver, the white number 7, second in the points, running back there in ninth. Oh, and there goes Scott Ross around in turn 4. Oh, and there's going to stack up some of the other drivers. It's Scott Ross and 17, Ralph Havens. I think Ralph, though, came out of that unscathed as he hit the skids when he saw Scott Ross go around. I don't think there's any damage. If there is, there's slight damage to the front end of the 17 of Ralph Havens' car. Hankins in the black 7's in ninth. 54, Pat Bird lines up 10th. Radical Rich Bull in the 29 is 11th. Sean Amore is 12th. Jumpin' Josh Taylor is 13th. Michael Thayer is 14th. Then we've got Scott Ross and Ed Paul rounding out the 16 cars still remaining with 27 to go as Mighty Mike turns them loose. Number 11, Tim the Two-Man Taylor's done a great job up front. 68, Charlie Hanna still follows him, nose to tails that come out of turn 4, 24 down, 26 to go. 53, Lou Strimmy running third. Number 40, Little Donnie Klotz trying to hold off Bobby Blunt for fourth at the halfway, 25 in and 25 to go. We're at the halfway point. 16, Bobby Blunt now moving up on the outside. Moves to fourth as he gets around on the outside groove of the 40 of Little Donnie Klotz. 95, Steve Stacy still back there in sixth. Ralph Havens staying clean, running in seventh. 26 minutes, 24 to go. USA number 1, Scott Ross had to start at the tail end of the pack, but he's trying to work his way up. 23 laps remain for the season in our Hoosier Tire late models. Of course, these guys will be back out here at the end of the season for our 12th annual end of the season blowout weekend, the 25th and 26th here, when we run late model street stocks and mini stocks for 2 days, starting on Saturday, September the 25th, and ending up on Sunday afternoon, September the 26th. So make sure to make plans to be out here each and every weekend. 29 down this time around. Number 16, Bobby Blunt's working around the 53 of Lou Strimmy. He's up to third. Now he's working around Charlie Hanna for second. And 16, Bobby Blunt's looking for that lead as he gets on the outside groove of the number 11 of Tim the Toolman Taylor. And 16, Bobby Blunt takes the lead on lap 30. 30 down, 20 to go, and your leader is the 16 of Bobby Blunt. Bobby Blunt, who's had 2 A feature wins on the season, brings him around for lap 31. 19 to go, Lou Strimmy now up to second as he works around Tim the Two-Man Taylor and Charlie Hanna at 68. They're back to third and fourth as they complete lap 32. It's the 2 blue cars out in front here at the Paris Speedway, 16 and 53. With 18 laps to go. Now Little Donnie Klotz, number 40, looks to the inside of 68, Charlie Hanna for fourth. There in turn 3, Little Donnie Klotz moves to fourth as they come out of turn 4 on lap 33. Charlie Hanna back to fifth, but here comes the 95 of Steve Stacy moving up. Steve Stacy on the inside of Charlie Hanna goes to fifth. Charlie Hanna backpedaling to sixth. as they complete lap 34. Still running there, 17, Ralph Havens, he's in 7th. Kind of rough back there in the middle of the pack. As they complete lap 35, they got 15 to go. And the 16 of Bobby Blunt has got about a 2-second lead on the 53 of Lou Strimmy with 14 laps left. This time by as they cross the stripe right in front of me. Oh, and there goes Tim the Two-Man Taylor around. He slowed up in turn 4. Number 40, Little Donnie, couldn't help but hit him as Tim the Two-Man Taylor looked like he was on the brakes or off the accelerator, one of the two. And then we've got one into the wall down there. I believe that's the 21X of Jumpin' Josh Taylor. So our 5th caution coming out on lap 36 here in our Hoosier Tire late model feature. Number 7, Mike Garver, going to the pits under caution. So number 7, Mike Garver, having to go to the pits. And we've got debris in turn 4 in the form of number 11, Tim the Two-Man Taylor, and 21, Jumpin' Josh Taylor. So tough break for those guys as our 5th and final, our 5th caution flag comes out for those guys. Hopefully we can give everybody, all the Lamb family and everybody down in Warsaw a big shout out from the number 69 Barry Lamb machine. Thank you, Jerry. Comments from number 69 Barry Lamb. Didn't make the start of tonight's A feature, 8th in the points. I don't know how it's going to shake him up as we go back to racing here at the new Paris Speedway with 35 down and 15 to go. Out in front, the 16 of Bobby Blunt being chased by the 53 of Lou Strimmy as they're nose to tail down the main straightaway and into turns 1 and 2. Number 40 Little Donnie Klotz now restarted in 3rd. 95 Steve Stacy's in 4th. 68 Charlie Hanna running there in 5th. USA number 1 Scott Ross now looking on the outside of the 17 of Ralph Havens for that 6th place spot. Scott Ross is moving up. 17 Ralph Havens trying to hold him off, still stays there in 6th. Number 1 Scott Ross on the outside of the 28 of Sean Amor, who's down on the inside. As we complete lap 38, they got 12 more to go. But Bobby Blunt stretching his lead. Bobby Blunt, number 16, has got 2 A feature wins on the year here at the Paris Speedway. Coming into tonight. Running out in front, Bobby Blunt. He's looking to pick up his 3rd feature win on the year. Out of only a few shows that he's been able to make it here. We got 40 down and 10 to go for Bobby Blunt, 16, and Lou Strimmy in the 53. Number 40, Little Donnie Klotz running 3rd. 95 Steve Stacy's in 4th. 68 Charlie Hanna still in 5th. Ralph Havens in the 6th. And oh, there goes Ralph Havens around. Ralph Havens and 28 Sean Amor trade paint in turn 4, and Ralph goes around and brings out caution flag number 6 on the night. 17 Ralph Havens and Sean Amor in the 28 brings out our 6th yellow flag as they were crossing the line on lap 41. So we're going to have to revert back to our last completed lap. He's sitting there in 4th on the restart in front of the 68 of Charlie Hanna. Look who's running in 6th. Number 1, USA, number 1 of Scott Ross has finally worked his way to 6th. Keith Hankins restarts 7th. Michael Thayer, Pat Bird, kind of a staggered start as 16 Bobby Blunt now gets on the accelerator as they come out of turn 4. Bobby Blunt kind of playing cat and mouse with the rest of the field. Then he shifted it into high and took off. As the green flag dropped, we've got 42 down and 8 to go for the 16 of Bobby Blunt and 53 of Lou Strimmy. Now separated by about 0.3 of a second. 95 Steve Stacy running in 3rd. Red hot number 95 Steve Stacy up there in 3rd. 40 Little Donnie Klotz trying to hold off USA number 1 of Scott Ross, who's battling on the outside for that 4th place spot. He said earlier he'd like to win one. Boy, he's brought it tonight as he had to restart at the tail. Now he's bidding for the 4th place spot with 44 down and 6 to go. But the 16 of Bobby Blunt stretching his lead away from the 53 of Lou Strimmy and the 95 of Steve Stacy. Stacy now hooked up on the outside with 45 down and 5 to go. Steve Stacy trying to move around to the 53 of Lou Strimmy for 2nd. Red hot number 95, Steve Stacy, up to second now as he gets around Lou Strimmy in turn 3. 46 down and 4 more to go for the 16 of Bobby Blunt. 95, Steve Stacy is in second. Lou Strimmy's in third. 40, Little Donnie Klotz running in fourth. Scott Ross in fifth. 68, Charlie Hanna's running there in sixth. They got 3 more to go. Number 7, Keith Hankins running there in seventh. 14, Michael Sayers in eighth. 28, Sean Amore is now up to ninth. 54, Pat Bird running in 10th. Ralph Havens back there in 11th in front of Mike Garber in car number 7. As they've got 49 down coming up. Next time by, the white flag will fly for the Sweet 16 of Bobby Blunt. He'll bring him around. Oh no, we got action coming out of turn 2. Caution flag flies. Caution flag flies. 53, Lou Strimmy got caught up into some action coming out of turn 2. He was running third, and then all of a sudden I look up and around he goes out of turn 2. Brings out the caution. He'll probably pick up the late model track championship here at the new Paris Speedway as he stays in front of the 7 of Mike Garver. Doesn't look like anything can get him at this point. But right now, Steve Stacy looking to move up to second as they were just 8 points separating them. Now on the restart, 16 Bobby Blunt back on the accelerator, 95 right behind him. Steve Stacy giving it everything he's got with a green light checkered situation going on. 95 red hot Steve Stacy on the roll. Still having to stay behind him. Nose to tail as they come out of turn 4. They got 1 more to go. Steve Stacy's going to have to do it on the final lap. Single file as they come out of turn 2. 16 Bobby Blunt stays out in front. Steve Stacy runs second. Checkered flag will wave for the 16 of Bobby Blunt. 95 Steve Stacy will cross the line second. Scott Ross third. 68 Charlie Hanna finishes fourth, and the 7 of Keith Hankins. That's the top 5 as they complete the season championship with Bobby Blunt picking up his 3rd A-feature win on the season here at the new Paris Speedway tonight. And of course, Ralph Havens did finish in front of the 7 of Mike Garver, and it looks like Ralph Havens will walk away with the track championship tonight. And run down to the top 10 at 16 Bobby Blunt, 95 Steve Stacy second, Scott Ross third, Charlie Hanna fourth, Keith Hankins was fifth, 14 Michael Thayer finished sixth, 28 Sean Amore seventh, the 17 of Ralph Havens was eighth, 54 Pat Bird finished ninth in front of Mike Garver in car number 7. Put your hands together for your winner of tonight's season championship feature, number 16 Bobby Blunt. As he takes the trip around, he'll take his victory lap. He'll pick up the Total Value RV of Indiana season championship trophy. 16 Bobby Blunt doing it tonight here at the new Paris Speedway. Gets his 3rd feature on the year. And of course, put your hands together for your winner of our season championship feature, number 16, Bobby Blunt. He'll pick up the Total Value RV of Indiana season championship trophy for winning tonight's feature. But of course, our track champion for 2004, right down here at the main straightaway. Put your hands together for number 17, Ralph Havens. Ralph Havens, of course, picks up the 2004 Late Model Track Championship here at the new Paris Speedway. I believe that is his first Late Model Track Championship, as the 17 of Ralph Havens has tried and tried and tried to win championship after championship here at the new Paris Speedway, and he finally comes through in 2004. Congratulations to the 17 of Ralph Havens. Of course, Bobby Blunt, number 16, sponsored by Jim Blunt's Auto Salvage and Autobron Auto Group there in, or the Braun Auto Group there in Winnemac, picks up tonight's feature. And of course, he gets the Total Value RV of Indiana season championship feature trophy. And of course, track championship going out to the 17 of Ralph Havens. Ralph, sponsored in part by Grinzer's Harley Davidson and Elkhart, Howman Heating and Air Conditioning, Hipco, D&N Racing, all kinds of good sponsors sponsoring the 17, Abe Havens and Jeff Yoder. So congratulations to Bobby Blunt and Ralph Havens here tonight at the new Paris Speedway. On the pole, car number 20 being driven by Gary Wiles, the wild child, to be on the pole in the car number 20. To his right, the 185 of John Clevenger out of Elkhart. Second row, we've got the number 40 of Rob Smith, who comes in 5th in the points. On the outside of row number 2, the 136 of Mike McManus. Third row inside, car number 28, Matt Burkholder from Bremen. To his right in row 3, lined up there is car number 7, TJ Jakey. TJ Jakey, 7th in the points, has a great season. 66, Randy Niles will start on the inside of row 4. In the 8th position on the outside, the 87 of Ty Hayes. Ty Hayes starts on the outside of row 4, 2nd in the points, giving chase to our points leader. 5th row is the 15 of Don Hunley in the Napa-sponsored car out of Goshen. To his right, the 94 of Frankie Lau Jr. coming in 3rd in the point standings. He starts in position number 10. 6th row inside, car number 1 from Goshen. That's a Goshen Collision Center special of Al Mauer on the outside. The number 85 of Racing Jason Clevenger. 7th row, the 53 being driven tonight, doing double duty, the 53 street stock of Lou Stremme. On the outside is the 61 of Jason Slaybaugh. 8th row inside, car number 99 from Napanee, that is Mark Blessing. To his right, car number 10, Hollywood Eric Kaiser, who picked up his first feature win on the season earlier tonight in that rain-out street stock feature. 9th row inside, we've got the 18 from Elkhart of Rumblin' Billy Rumbaugh. On the outside, the 125 of Frosty Scott Frost. And at the back of the pack, the top 2 fastest qualifiers on the day. On the inside, starting in the 19th position, number 74, Chris Helfrich, comes in 6th in the points, beside the fast qualifier, and of course our points leader, number 9, Hot Rod Rodney Spencer, who comes in 140 points lead out in front in the points race with 20 cars going 50 laps. Let's give our street stock feature drivers a big send-off here at the new Paris Speedway. Everybody, flick your picks. Wave your hands, your hats, and your hankies. Say good luck, guys, and good racing. Whoa, 20 cars going 50 laps in tonight's Michiana Tires Street Stock feature. And it looks like we're only going to have 19. The 53 of Lou Stremme not making the start. So only 19 cars going to make the start of tonight's 50 lap season championship street stock feature. And there goes the number 20, Gary Wiles, to the infield. Don't know if he's going to be able to start it as we go on our final pace lap. Gary Wiles dropping out early before we even get the green. So pole setter now will be the 40 of Rob Smith. And they'll be bringing it up to speed as they come out of turn 4. Mighty Mike Powers looks it over, gives them the green. We're off and racing. There are Michiana Tire 50 lap street stock season championship feature. Number 40, Rob Smith, the pole setter, takes him down the billboard backstretch with the 185 of John Clevenger running second. 28 Matt Burkholder now moving up there on the inside of 136, Michael McManus. McManus drives right back out in front of him in turn 1, moves to third. Matt Burkholder, number 28, is back to 4th. We got a battle going on for 5th between Randy Niles and the 66. TJ Jakey in the 7J and 87 Ty Hayes right behind him, running there in 8th. 15, Don Hunley. 94, Frankie Lau Jr. and Al Mauer battling, rounds out the top 10 as they complete lap 3 this time by. Front 5, single file formation into turns 3 and 4. 66, Randy Niles now slides up to 5th. 87, Ty Hayes stays on the inside, moves to 6th now. 87, Ty Hayes, and the 15 of Don Hunley running in 7th. TJ Jakey on the outside groove is losing ground. He's back there, falling back to 9th position now as we complete lap 5. Number 1, Al Mauer now up to 9th. 61, Jason Slaybaugh moves to 10th. TJ Jakey on the outside groove He's hung out to dry out there as we complete lap 6. Nobody out there to help him along with 6 down and 44 to go. Back up front, it's the number 40 of Rob Smith being followed by the 185 of John Clevenger and the 136 of Michael McManus. That's the front 3 as they complete lap 7 this time by. Number 40, Rob Smith, about a second lap, or a second separation between him and the 185 of John Clevenger as they come out of turn 4 this time. 8 down this time around. 185 John Clevenger up front there in second. 136 Michael McManus. They're about evenly separated, running in the top 3. Then you've got the 28 of Matt Burkholder running there in 4th. 66 Randy Niles in 5th. 87 Ty Hayes is up to 6th. 15 Don Hunley running in 7th. Al Mauer's in 8th in the Goshen Collision Center Special. 61 Jason Slayball's in 9th. 74 Chris Helfrich, 74 Chris Helfrich's working the outside now. He's running in 10th as he goes to the outside groove. And here comes the number 9 of Rodney Spencer to get in behind him to help him along as they're going to draft on the outside groove together, make their way around the cars on the inside as they go through turns 1 and 2. Still up front, Rob Smith, car number 40. He's led the first 12 laps of this 50 laps. Michiana Tires, season championship feature. 185, John Clevenger's running second. 136, Michael McManus driving the Bear Kelly 136, running there in third. As we complete lap 13, those 3 cars nose to tail as they go out of turn 2, and about a 3-second separation between them and the 4th place, number 28 of Matt Burkholder, who's getting a look on the inside by the 66 of Randy Niles. Niles, unable to get enough room down on the inside there in turn 3, had to back off and maintain 5th right in front of the 87 of Ty Hayes. That's the battle right there for 4th right now, as the rest of them are stacked up behind him. Randy Niles again trying to get down on the inside of that rear quarter panel on the driver's side of that number 28. To no avail as they go through turns 1 and 2 one more time. We're at 15 laps in and 35 to go as the 85 of racing Jason Clevenger spins out down in turn 1. He's hung out to dry over there all by himself while the front of the field was coming around, so that'll bring out our first caution with 15 laps in and 35 to go in our Michiana Tire Street Stock feature. And it'll come out to the 85 of racing Jason Clevenger. You'll have to join at the tail end of the pack on the restart with your leader, number 40, Rob Smith, up front in front of the 185 of John Clevenger. Rob Smith led the first 15 laps, but we got 35 more to go. And while we're doing that, trying to get these guys lined back up, we're going to take this brief timeout on your home for Saturday night racing from the new Paris Speedway on Hoosier 103.5 FM.
Don't worry, be happy. Just call Goshen Collision Center at 534-8812 for free pickup and delivery, or stop by at 1227 East Lincoln Avenue in Goshen. The Goshen Collision Center has been serving the community for over 15 years with 4 I-CAR certified technicians, 15 body shop bays, and their high-tech spray booth, where their own paint mixing system will guarantee you a perfect color match for your banged-up car or truck. Conveniently located at 1227 East Lincoln Avenue in Goshen, open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5, Saturdays 9 to 11. Don't worry, be happy. Take your car to the Goshen Collision Center in Goshen.
And they're off. There's Dad on the inside, reaching for the TV remote. Mom looks at Jimmy. Jimmy takes his feet off the table. Kelly with the...
You can't get exercise jockeying for the remote. Your body needs real activity, and so do your bones. Without weight-bearing exercise, you could lose bone mass.
But it's Dad down on the shag. He smothers the remote. It's Dad by a full body length.
Go to AAOS.org. Then get up, get out, get moving. A message from the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons.
Are you having engine problems? Well, never fear! Wholesale Express is here! Just let the trained experts at Wholesale Express, located at 900 Lincoln Way West in Osceola. They're open from 8 to 5 and Saturdays until 2. Or call 651-5045. That's Wholesale Express in Osceola.
You're a do-it-yourselfer, and when it comes to your automobiles, you spend time and energy creating a... You're a do-it-yourselfer, and when it comes to your automobiles, you spend time and energy...
Racing action when we had a staggered start up front and a brake check brings out the caution flag, so we got to get them lined back up again. As the brake check up front between Rob Smith and 185 John Clevenger sent the 28 of Matt Burkholder a slide and stop up there in turn 4. So the caution flag comes out. Your restarts 13th. The 7J of TJ Jakey's 14th. 85 Racing Jason Clevenger back there in 15th. 99 Mark Blessing 16th. And the 28 of Matt Burkholder in 17th. As we've got 35 more laps to go as they bring it up to speed coming out of turn 4. Mighty Mike Powers turns them loose for 35 more laps. But 6 still unchanged as they move into turns 3 and 4. 74 Chris Helfrich goes to the outside groove trying to get around Ty Hayes. Spencer going to hook up right behind Helfrich. As they work the outside, Helfrich goes back to the inside and comes back out in front of the number 9 of Rodney Spencer trying to hold him at bay. We've got 16 in this time by. 87 Ty Hayes and 74 Chris Helfrich battling for 4th. 66 Randy Niles about to get the squeeze. Oh, and 74 Chris Helfrich backed off in turn 3 as Ty Hayes is on the outside, but we got action in turn 2 as the caution flag, our third caution will come out for 7. And the 85 is Jason Clevenger. Flag came out and these guys decided to move, and it looks like they might have done more damage trying to move under caution than they did when they brought the caution out. Randy Niles restarts 4th in front of the 87 of Ty Hayes. 74 Chris Helfrich in 6th. Number 9 of Rodney Spencer restarts 7th. Don Hunley in 8th in the number 15 car as we get set to go back to racing for 33 more laps in our season championship. Michiana Tire Street Stock Features. Mighty Mike turns them loose. Number 87, Ty Hayes, hooked up on the outside groove. Ty Hayes around 66, Randy Niles up to 4th. Ty Hayes trying to work around the 136 of Michael McManus for 3rd. Number 40, Rob Smith trying to stay out front. 185, John Clevenger down on the inside, down the billboard backstretch. Clevenger looking for the lead in turn 3. They get together. Everybody's still headed in the right direction, but boy, some brakes were applied there in turns 3 and 4 on lap number 19. Now Chris Helfrich in 74 is on the outside trying to make his move. He's up to 4th, and Hot Rod Rodney Spencer in car number 9's in 5th. 20 down, 30 to go this time by. 87 Ty Hayes side by side with our leader, number 40 Rob Smith, and Ty Hayes taking the lead in turn 3. 87 Ty Hayes is going to lead him out of turn 4 on lap 21. 40 Rob Smith back to 2nd. Here comes Chris Helfrich on the outside groove in turns 1 and 2. Helfrich is up to 3rd, and he's side by side with Rob Smith for 2nd as they go into turn 3 and 4. And Chris Helfrich now finds himself in 2nd as they come out of turn 4 to complete lap 22. In front of the 40 of Rob Smith, who's fallen back to 3rd. Hot Rod Rodney Spencer now works the outside groove. Car number 9, points leader, moving to 4th on the outside. As we complete lap 23, that's where he'll be, as Chris Helfrich chases the 87 of Ty Hayes in turns 1 and 2. Helfrich looks to the inside, coming out of turn 2, not enough room. He backed off. 87 Ty Hayes will bring him around for lap 24. They got 24 down and 26 to go as it starts to heat up here at the hottest quarter-mile racetrack in the Midwest, the Paris Speedway, in our Michiana Tire Season Championship Street Stock feature. Halfway mark comes out, 25 down, 25 to go for Ty Hayes, Chris Helfrich, and Rodney Spencer running 1, 2, and 3. Now Spencer on the inside. Number 9 looking on the inside of the 74 of Chris Elfridge. A little trading of paint there in turn 3, but everybody still staying in check up front. The front 3 moving into turns 1 and 2 is 87, 74, and 9. Rodney Spencer, our points leader. He'd love to bring in his 4th feature win on the season and walk away with the season championship, which pretty much got it wrapped up right now as they go into turns 1 and 2 and down the billboard backstretch. The front 3 just setting real easy. Single file formation again as they come out of turn 4, 28 down and 22 to go this time by. Running in 4th now is the number 40 of Rob Smith. 185 John Clevenger's in 5th. As the rest of the field battle at the back, 136 Michael McManus running in 6th. And Randy Niles battling on the inside in the 66. Back up front, the front 3 still unchanged as they head into turns 3 and 4 on lap number 30. 87 Ty Hayes crosses the stripe once again with 30 down and 20 to go. Chris Helfrich and Rodney Spencer, those guys are like bumper to bumper as they go through the turns here at the new Paris Speedway. 87, 74, 9. Looks like a train as they come out of turn 4. Single file formation into turns 1 and 2. Now Chris Helfrich, number 74, a former street stock track champion here at the new Paris Speedway, looking to the outside of the 87 of Ty Hayes. Chris Helfrich come in 6th in the points, and he's looking to make his points back up front. He's really wanting to move up in the points. Number 74, Chris Helfrich, working the outside groove. Now Rodney Spencer's on the inside. 33 down, 17 to go this time around. 87, Ty Hayes trying to stay right up front. Trying to hold these guys back there. He told me earlier in an interview he's going to meet me up here in the winner's circle after it was over with. By golly, if he can hang on for another 16 laps, he'll do so. And we've got the 125 of Scott Frost. He did about a 720. He spun around twice back there in the billboard backstretch, and I think a tire came off of the 125 of Scott Frost. The tread come right off of the tire, and he went around and ends up off that backstretch. And 28 Matt Burkholder also kind of setting dead to the waters back there. So our 4th caution coming out this time from the 125 of Scott Frost and the toy number 71 Larry Saunders go in racing action in tonight's street stock B feature a little later on. So, all right, we're getting ready to go back to racing. 33 down, 17 to go. Ty Hayes up front brings him out of turn 4 up to speed as Mighty Mike turns him loose with 17 laps to go. It's Ty Hayes in 87, 74 Chris Helfrich running 2nd. Rodney Spencer there in the number 9's in 3rd. Those guys have already separated themselves from the 4th place, number 40 of Rob Smith, by about 2 seconds. As they go into turns 1 and 2, Chris Helfrich ran out of room, ran out of pavement down the low side. Thank goodness he didn't blow a tire, because on the inside of our track here, we do have those curbs, basically like parking curbs that they have to run across. But Chris Helfrich maintained control and stays right up there in 2nd. As they're nose to tail once again coming out of turn 4 to complete lap 36. They got 14 more to go. 74 Chris Helfrich was looking on the inside. Looks again going into turn 2. He's trying to find enough room down low to make the pass on the 87 of Ty Hayes. Ty Hayes trying to hang on with 13 laps left this time by. It's 87 Ty Hayes, 74 Chris Helfrich, number 9 Rodney Spencer right now. All 3 of them, they've got about a 4-second lead on the number 40 of Rob Smith, who's running in 4th. 185 John Clevenger running in 5th. And it looks like the TJ Jakey, number 7J machine out of Mishawaka, mechanical problems. He's trying to figure out a way to get off the track, and he's going to come to a stop over there in turn 4 on lap number 38. So the caution flag comes out for the 7J of TJ Jakey on lap 38. So TJ Jakey, 7J, unable to get off the track and brings out caution flag number 5 as he slowed up over there at turn 4. Looks like something broke on his car. In our Total Value RV of Indiana season championships in our Michiana Tire Street Stocks. Line back up front. 87 Ty Hayes trying to hold 74 Chris Helfrich and number 9 Rodney Spencer at bay for 12 more laps. As the green flag flies, they got 12 more to go. This is it. 74 Chris Helfrich right behind him. Helfrich looks on the inside coming out of turn 2. Oh boy, is he leaning on that rear driver's side, rear quarter panel. You couldn't get a piece of paper in between them on that last lap as they complete lap 39. Chris Helfrich right back behind 87 Ty Hayes. Rodney Spencer running third. Caution coming out for 94 Frankie Lyle Jr., who stopped over there in turn 4. And Frankie Lyle Jr. into the infield quite quickly. One lap signals coming out right now with 11 to go for 87 Ty Hayes as he crosses the stripe. 74 Chris Helfrich running second. Rodney Spencer's third. Rob Smith in the 40s in fourth. 185 John Clevenger restarts fifth. Randy Niles, Jason Slayball, Eric Kaiser, Mark Blessing, and Michael McManus rounding out the top 10 as we go back to green with 11 laps to go as Mighty Mike turns them loose. '87 Ty Hayes and 74 Chris Helfrich. Like I said, they're bumper to nose as they clock in lap 40. 10 more laps remain for the 87 of Ty Hayes and the 74 Chris Helfrich. Tough break for 94 Frankie Lyle Jr. Green flag was on and we were racing. Tried to pull out, but it was too late. As he's now 2 laps down, and unfortunately he's not going to be able to finish tonight's race, it doesn't look like, unless another caution comes out. 87 Ty Hayes up front. 74 Chris Helfrich, Rodney Spencer, Rob Smith running fourth. Right now, though, the 3 cars up front separated themselves by a couple of seconds. Chris Helfrich looking on the inside, coming out of turn 4. He got a fender down on the inside, but then Ty Hayes drove away from him on the outside and took that front spot in turn 2. Ty Hayes, number 87, told me today he'd meet me up here in the winner's circle. Right now, he's doing everything he can to do that with 44 down and 6 to go. 74 Chris Helfrich doing everything he can to get around him. Can't do it on the inside, can't do it on the outside. 9 Rodney Spencer, fast qualifier, running third with 5 to go as they head into turns 1 and 2 one more time. Now Rodney Spencer on the inside of the 74 Chris Helfrich. Helfrich drives around on the outside, maintains that second place spot. These 3 guys battling for the lead. They've got 4 more laps left in tonight's mid-season championship feature. Season championship feature in the Michiana Tire Street Stocks. 87 Ty Hayes, 74 Chris Helfrich. Rodney Spencer sort of settling into third right now just to see what happens up front. He's going to have the season championship no matter what. Ty Hayes and Chris Helfrich battling for that feature win. Chris Helfrich has got 3, Ty Hayes has got 2, Rodney Spencer's got 3. So Ty Hayes wants to get his third one as they've got 2 laps left here tonight in our season championship. And 74 Chris Helfrich on the inside. Had to back off again in turn 3. Not enough room, and now a little bump and go there coming out of turn 4. White flag flies. They got 1 more to go. Helfrich looks to the outside. Chris Helfrich back to the inside. Goes the tail 1 more time in turns 3 and 4. But the checkered flag will wave for the 87 of Ty Hayes in front of 74 Chris Helfrich. Number 9 Rodney Spencer finishes third. Spencer did a little sliding there to finish third as he went sliding across the main straightaway and into turn 1 as 87 Ty Hayes and 74 Chris Helfrich were working a little loose coming out of turn 4, but that's going to do it. Ty Hayes living up to his word. He told me earlier today he'd meet me up in the winner's circle by golly, he lived up to his word as he wins tonight's season championship feature. Put your hands together for the 87 of Ty Hayes. 87 Ty Hayes picking up tonight's season championship feature win, coming in second in the points, 140 back. And of course, finishing second was the 74 Chris Elfridge. Rodney Spencer with a third place finish will keep him in the points. He will be our season championship winner, of course. Rodney Spencer will pick up the track championship in the street stock division as he finished third. And he is going to let everybody know he is our street stock track champion, number 9, Hot Rod Rodney Spencer, putting some smoke together down here in the main straightaway. He's happy. Happy camper right now. Hot Rod Rodney Spencer doing some donuts in the turns here to our race fans. Number 40, Rob Smith, finished 4th. 185, John Clevenger was 5th. The official finish from 6th on back was Randy Niles in the 66. Eric Kaiser in the 10, finished 7th. 99, Mark Blessing was 3rd. 61, Jason Slaybaugh. 99, Mark Blessing was 8th. 61, Jason Slaybaugh was 9th. And the 136 of Michael McManus is 10th. That's the top 10 finish in tonight's 50-lap season championship street stock feature. And congratulations once again to the 87 of Ty Hayes. He did a great job to win tonight. Started on the outside of row number 4 and held off 74 Chris Elfridge. Boy, Chris Elfridge was knocking on his doors all the way around. And Chris Elfridge, of course, finished second in front of the number 9 of Rodney Spencer. And, of course, with Spencer's third place finish, he will, of course, win the track championship in our Michiana Tire Street Stocks. Congratulations to Hot Rod Rodney Spencer and 87 Ty Hayes. Hopefully I can get both those guys up here in the winner's circle and talk to them here in just a few minutes, right after this brief pit stop on your home for Saturday night racing from the new Paris Speedway on Hoosier 103.5 FM. And here's your lineup for tonight's 30-lap Dayton-Daytona Mini Stock feature. On the pole from Plymouth, car number 03 is Cecil V. Cecil Van Blerkum starts on the pole. To his right in row 1 in that lime green machine, number 34 from Mentone is Mark Hughes. Second row inside, the number 4 from Napanee of Dave Castle. On the outside, of course, Dave Castle there is 5th in the points coming into tonight's racing action. On the outside of row number 2 is the number 8 from Goshen of Frankie Treese. Third row inside, car number 5 is Lenny Davis out of Goshen. Leonard, of course, 7th in the points. To his right will be the 16 from Plymouth of Little Bobby Blunt. Fourth row inside, car number 28 on South Bend is Floyd Wood. To his right in that Sweet Corn Express, the number 8 of Jameson Corn. Fifth row inside, the 01 of Jeremy Landry. To his right in the 5th row is the 47 of the Bulldog, Gene Hughes. Sixth row inside, car number 14 out of Mentone is Kevin Shepard. To his right, the 6L of Brian Lindsay. 7th row, we've got the 13 of Michael Landry. Squidward starts on the inside of row 7. To his right, the 17 of Corey Ryman. Out here, I think, for the second or third time for the 2004 racing season. Corey Ryman from Napanee. 8th row inside, car number 18. This youngster going and vying for Rookie of the Year in the mini stocks. The number 18 of J.R. Ryman from Napanee starts on the inside of row number 8. To his right will be his dad, number 16, Diamond Jim Ryman, who is racing in his last season race. Diamond Jim told me earlier this week this is going to be his last season here in racing. He's going to hang it up after 30 years and over 200 checkered flags. He's had over 200 checkered flags in the 30 years of racing street stocks and mini stocks. And like he said, he's always been a bridesmaid, never a bride. as he's finished second about 7 or 8 times out of those 30 years. So Diamond Jim Ryman, car number 16, good luck in your retirement race. He starts on the outside of row number 8. Row 9, we've got the number 6, Dave Coleman, and to his right will be the 83 of Jeremy Dameron. Jeremy Dameron won his first feature race earlier tonight in the rain-out mini-stock feature. And in row 9, the top 2 qualifiers on the day, the 19 of Jackrabbit Jerry Ryman, and of course our points leader with 15-point lead. Coming in is the number 9 of Gentleman Jim Engelmeyer. So keep your eye on these 2 guys. Gentleman Jim Engelmeyer will start in the 20th position on the outside of the 10th row. 20 cars going 30 laps as they get set to go in tonight's season championship Dayton-Daytona mini stock feature. And as they come out of turn 4 this time, race fans, let's give our mini stock drivers a big send-off. Flick your Bics. Wave your hands, your hats, and your hankies and say, good luck, guys, and good racing. 20 cars going 30 laps in tonight's Dayton-Daytona Mini Stock Season Championship feature. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20 cars. All 20 cars there ready to go 30 laps. This one is for all the marbles. This race here will tell who our track champion will be. Of course, Dave Coleman, 15 points behind Jim Engelmeyer after they finished 4th and 5th in the earlier feature. Jerry Ryman back there and Dave Castle looking to move up to 3rd and 4th place positions if they can. 10 rows side by side in the 4-cylinder class. Our Dayton-Daytona mini stock feature. We're going to crank it up for you as they come out of turn 4, and Mighty Mike Powers gives them the green flag. Sounds like a bunch of busy bees as they head out of turn 2 and down the billboard backstretch on lap 1. Dave Castle, car number 4, will lead them out of turn 4. Oh, and a little brake check there in the middle of the pack as number 8, Frankie Treese, slows up in that red number 8. As they complete lap 2, your leader will be number 4, Dave Castle, with 16, little Bobby Blunt working the outside groove to try to take the lead in turn 2. And Dave Castle on the low line stays out in front. Number 4, Dave Castle, the pole setter. Or actually, he started on the inside of the second row and got by the pole setter, and he's led the first 3 laps. Now little Bobby Blunt, number 16, takes the lead away in turn 2, but we've got action in turn 2. Caution flag comes out for 03, Cecil V, and the 5 of Lenny Davis. And then the Bulldog, Gene Hughes, unable to stop, hits him head on over there in turn 2. So our first yellow coming out for 03, Cecil Van Blerkum, and the 5 of Lenny Davis. So we got to revert back to the last completed lap to find out who our leader is. Because I think the number 4 of Dave Castle will regain that lead possibly once they revert back to the last completed lap. And 16, little Bobby Blunt, who overtook him in turn 2 just before the caution came out, may have to restart back there in second, which I believe is the way they're going to look at it. And heat races, spectator figure 8 races. We'll have a party afterwards with live entertainment. Hopefully we can book the one guy that we're looking at. And of course on the 26th, that Sunday afternoon, that's when we'll run all the big features. So you want to make plans to be out here for our 12th annual end of the season blowout on September 25th and 26th. Mark that on your calendars as we go back to racing in our season championship in our mini stock with your leader, number 4, Dave Castle, up in front of the 16, a little Bobby Blunt. He's trying to work his way back up to the front as they go into turns 3 and 4. And little Bobby will lead him around here for lap number 4. Your leader is the 16 of little Bobby Blunt. Dave Castle now running there in second. 34 Mark Hughes is in third, and there's a battle going on for fourth. Back there between the 28 of Floyd Wood and the number 6 of Dave Coleman. Dave Coleman now works the outside of the 34 of Mark Hughes, and Dave Coleman now moves his way to third. Dave Coleman up front, trying to work his way up front, I should say, running there in third behind the number 4 of Dave Castle and the 16 of little Bobby Blunt. 28 Floyd Wood is running fourth. Here comes the number 9 of Gentleman Jim Angemeyer up to fifth. And of course, Gentleman Jim Angemeyer set a new track record this afternoon as Jeremy Landry goes sliding off the main straightaway down here on lap number 7. He gets her back in gear and gets her out of the way. Dave Coleman working on the outside of the number 4 of Dave Castle on lap number 8. Dave Coleman moving to second. He's going to chase that 16 of little Bobby Blunt. And Gentleman Jim Angemeyer right behind him in car number 9, running there in fourth. As they head into turns 3 and 4, this time we got 9 down, 21 to go for 16 Bobby Blunt, Dave Coleman, Dave Castle, and Jim Angemeyer. 28 Floyd Wood going to the high side. Number 8 Jamison Korn now slides his way to fifth. 10 down, 20 to go this time around. 16 little Bobby Blunt, Dave Coleman and Dave Castle battling for second. Bobby Blunt goes to the wide side. I wouldn't do that too often. Dave Castle's liable to drive back underneath of him. 11 down, 19 to go. Now Coleman on the outside, hooked up wheel to wheel, door to door, turns 1 and 2. Number 6, Dave Coleman, looking for that lead as they come out of turn 2. Coleman with a half a car length lead in turn 3. Bobby Blunt back on the accelerator on the low side. They're side by side, wheel to wheel, and little Bobby Blunt taking him up high. And Gentleman Jim Angemeyer down on the inside now. Little Bobby Blunt got real wide coming out of turn 4. And 6, Dave Coleman still staying right up there beside him as they complete lap 3, and it's little Bobby Blunt, number 16. Boy, he's causing some problems out there. That's twice now, and there he goes around, the 16 of little Bobby Blunt. Little Bobby Blunt spinning out all by himself, ladies and gentlemen. 16 little Bobby Blunt all by himself, spins it around out of turn 2, brings out the caution flag for the second time, and 16 little Bobby Blunt will go to the tail on the restart all by his lonesome, as he was just pushing it hard up front. Caution, and of course that put him to the tail, along with the 16 of little Bobby Blunt, who also has to start at the tail with 17 laps to go. So Dave Coleman's got to fight his way back up to the front. With 17 to go, Jim Angemeyer up there running in second. As we go back to green as they come out of turn 4, number 4, Dave Castle. And Jim Angemeyer now gets around him on the restart. I don't know. Oh, and there goes Squidward around in front of the 19 of Jackrabbit Jerry Ryman, and we got him stacking up back there in the backstretch. Oh. And 16 little Bobby, like he's got no... Couldn't stop at all, goes right into the bunch over there. Tough break for little Bobby Blunt. That car is really hurting now as he goes to the pits. It was like he didn't see it happening in front of him as 83 and everybody else got piled up there on the billboard backstretch. 13 down, 17 to go. We got a mess back in the backstretch. Well, it looks like 19 Jackrabbit Jerry Ryman's getting out of there, but we got some broken down machinery back there in the form of Squidward, number 13, Michael Landry's machine. So we've got 13 down and 17 to go to complete tonight's Daytona Mini Stock Season Championship feature as Mighty Mike Powers puts them on their final pace lap. And and Mighty Mike will be bringing them up to speed as they come out of turn 4. He gives them the green light. We're back to racing, 17 more laps. Number 9, Gentleman Jim Angemeyer, working on the outside of the number 4 of Dave Castle. Dave Castle trying to hold that front spot. Jim Angemeyer hooked up on the outside groove, trying to make his move. And we've got Jim Angemeyer, your new leader on lap 14. Gentleman Jim, our points leader, out in front. Gentleman Jim Angemeyer. And now Diamond Jim Ryman, number 16, moves to second. Dave Castle's back to third at the halfway, 15 in and 15 to go. 14, Kevin Shepard's up to fourth. 18, J.R. Ryman still running in fifth with 16 in and 14 to go, but Gentleman Jim Angemeyer, number 9, looking to capture his second track championship as he's out in front. Number 6, Dave Coleman, is stacked up way back there in ninth. He's trying to work his way back up toward the front with 13 laps remaining in tonight's 30 lap Daytona Mini Stock feature. Number 9, Gentleman Jim. 16, Diamond Jim Ryman, running 1 and 2 as they complete lap 18 right across the stripe in front of me right now. Number 4, Dave Castle running in third. 14, Kevin Shepard in fourth. J.R. Ryman in fifth. The number 8 of Jamison Korn sets there in sixth. 6L, Brian Lindsay, setting down here off of the main straightaway. And this time around, we'll have 20 laps down, but the caution flag's going to come out before they can complete it. So we got to revert back to the 19th completed lap. 19 down, 11 to go. Castle in car number 4. Kevin Shepard in the 14 is in fourth on the restart. J.R. Ryman, car number 18, running there in fifth. Jamison Korn in car number 8. Corey Ryman in seventh. Dave Coleman's worked his way up to 8th in front of Jeremy Dameron in the 83, and Mark Hughes rounds out the top 10 as the green flag flies with 11 laps to go. And number 9, Gentleman Jim Angemeyer, maintains that front spot. 15 points lead. Needs to stay up in front. Dave Coleman's got to work his way back up toward the front. 83, Jeremy Dameron down on the inside of Dave Coleman back there for that 7th place spot. As we clock in lap 21, there's only 9 more to go for number 9, Gentleman Jim Angemeyer, trying to hang on to pick up his second mini stock track championship here at the new Paris Speedway. 83, Jeremy Dameron back there doing a little blocking as well, back there in the middle of the pack, trying to maintain his positions. We'll have 23 down, 7 to go. Up front, it's number 9 and 16, running 1 and 2 with 7 laps remaining. Diamond Jim Ryman trying to figure out a way to get around the number 9 of Jim Angemeyer. Diamond Jim Ryman, this is his retirement race. He would love to win his mini stock feature, the A feature, first one of the season. He would love to do that. Actually be his second A feature win if he could win it. But we've got time running out with 25 down and 5 to go. Diamond Jim Ryman right behind Jim Angemeyer, running 1 and 2 with 5 laps left. Then about a 4-second separation between the number 4 of Dave Castle, who's running in third. Kevin Shepard's in fourth in car number 14. 83, Jeremy Dameron's running in fifth now. Dave Coleman still back there in ninth with 4 laps to go. Time's running out for Dapper Dave Coleman. Our last year's mini stock track champion got caught up into some problems tonight in this 30-lap feature. With 3 laps to go, it's Gentleman Jim Angemeyer and Diamond Jim Ryman running 1 and 2. And number 8, Jamison Korn spins out off the backstretch over there. No, that's Frankie Crease, I guess. Number 8 of Frankie Treese going into the infield. 28 down and 2 to go for Gentleman Jim Engelmeyer and 16 Diamond Jim Ryman as they work around the slower number 5 of Lenny Davis in turn 3. White flag will fly this time for number 9, Gentleman Jim Engelmeyer, trying to hang on. This will be his 7th feature win on the season if he can hang on for one more lap. And he'll walk away with the season championship, as the checkered flag will wave for number 9, Gentleman Jim Engelmeyer. He'll win tonight's season championship feature and, of course, the track championship in our Daytona Mini Stock. 16, Diamond Jim Ryman comes home second. A good place for him. He's finished second again in his retirement race. Diamond Jim Ryman hanging up his hat after this one. So put your hands together for our season championship feature winner and our 2004 Daytona Mini Stock track champion. Put your hands together for number 9, Gentleman Jim Engelmeyer. Gentleman Jim Engelmeyer walks away with it, captures his 7th feature on the season, and captures the Mini Stock track champion here to Paris Speedway for 2004. Diamond Jim Ryman was second. 83, Jeremy Dameron will finish third. 14, number 4, Dave Castle was fourth, and 14, Kevin Shepard finishes fifth. The 8 of Jamison Korn will finish sixth. 18, J.R. Ryman was seventh. Dave Coleman did finish eighth in front of the 17 of Corey Ryman and the 19 of Jackrabbit Jerry Ryman. So that's rounding out the top 10. And as soon as we can get our Mini Stock track champion up here to talk to us in the winner's circle, we'll be right back right after this brief timeout from the New Paris Speedway on your home for Saturday night racing on Hoosier 103.5 FM.
Donna.
And that's the second row. Actually, number 2, Ratchet Buster Kennedy line up on the outside. Moose Miller on the inside of row 3. As they get set to go, 9L Scotty 2 Hottie Landers up there, 57 Devin Heimbaugh, 89 Kenny Whitman, as Mighty Mike Powers. 44 Rick Richardson, a pole setter, takes him down Fillmore backstretch. 39 22 Charlie Whitman running in second as we complete lap number 1. And, of course, Moose Miller in the 13 now squirts his way to third. Number 2, Ratchet Rusty up there to fourth. Mike Miller Jr. falling back to sixth as 57 Devin Heimbaugh goes to fifth. Look at that battle for second up front. Moose Miller on the inside of Choo-Choo Charlie Whitman for second as they put it back. Down in the dirt in turn 1 and sputter around there. We're still under green light racing as he tries to get a roll back up on the track. More down. There in turn 2. Oh my, that's dangerous. Caution flag coming out. Caution flag coming out for number 2. Ratchet Rusty Cuddick, and he might have broke it as he got into that mud hole in turn 1. Mike Miller Jr., 55 Justin Madsen, Scott Landers in the 9L, 69 Barry Lamb, and Ratchet Rusty Cuddick at the tail end of the pack. 21 laps remain in tonight's season championship late model B feature as they bring it up to speed coming out of turn 4. Mighty Mike Powers gives them the green. We're back to racing. John Long on the inside of the 57 of Devin Heimbaugh. Now Moose Miller looks on the inside of Rick Richardson. Not enough room there. 31 John Long looks to the inside of the 39 of Choo-Choo Charlie Whitman there. 31 John Long on the inside of Choo-Choo Charlie Whitman for third. 89 Kenny Whitman closing in at fifth. time around, we'll have 7 down, 18 to go. Number 13, Moose Miller on the inside of 44, Rick Richardson. Moose Miller backed off. Richardson went a little wide. Oh, we got 57, Devin Highball. Turn 3. He went wide, went into the wall. Something broke on that right side of that 57 of Devin Highball. And so the second caution coming out for 57, Devin Highball, who climbed up on the wall there in turn 3 by the scoreboard. He brings out the second caution in tonight's Hoosier Tire Season Championship Late Model B feature. Starting fourth is 39, Choo-Choo Charlie Whitman. Rounding out the top 5, 89, Kenny Whitman, then Mike Long, Justin Madsen, Mike Miller Jr., Scotty Too Hottie, and Ratchet Rusty Ketty with 18 to go. Rick Richardson got loose in turn 1, Moose Miller on the inside. Number 13, Moose Miller trying to get on the inside. There goes Richardson. He gets a little loose. He falls back to second. 31, John Long now looking on the inside of Richardson. A little tag there. And 31, John Long moving up to second on lap 9. Back to third. Choo-Choo Charlie Whitman running fourth. Justin Madsen on the outside in fifth. 13, Moose Miller up front. 44, Rick Richardson, and Choo-Choo Charlie Whitman now looks from the outside. 39, Choo-Choo Charlie. Richardson for that third place spot. Rick Richardson a little loose again in turns 1 and 2. 3 wide racing for fourth back there in turn 3. Look out, we got 1, 2, 3 going around. And they get collected in the infield. Gee, Williker. Did anybody tell these guys they're going 25 laps, not 15? Third caution coming out. With only 11 laps, boy, these guys were racing for third or fourth, something like that, going 3 wide in turn 3. Another yellow coming out in tonight's Late Model B feature of the season championship. But we'll get them lined back up. 14 laps to go in our season championship Late Model B feature. Moose Miller up front, John Long running second. Rick Richardson in the 44 is in third as Mighty Mike turns them loose. We got a long night yet. John Long, number 31, taking the lead on lap 12 away from Moose Miller. 13, Emma Mike Long moves to third. 44, Rick Richardson, battling the number 9 L of Scotty Kubati Landers. Scott Landers up to 4th, Justin Madsen up to 5th. Richardson's back to 6th. 14 down and 11 to go. And our fourth caution flag coming out. The fourth caution coming out. The fourth. 55, Justin Madsen running third. 10 more to go as they come out of turn 4. Mighty Mike Powers turns them loose. I've got my money on the white car.
I got mine on number 31. I got mine on the blue car.
9 more to go. "31 and 31, running 1 and 2. Don't count out the 55. Justin Madsen trying to figure out some way to get to the top 2 spots. We'll have 7 more laps to go this time by. Down, 5 to go for the 31 and 31. 55. Might be a long shot, but I've got my money on 31. Long shot, get it? John Long, Mike Long. 23 in and 2 to go in our late model B feature. The survival of the fittest race. White flag will fly. They got 1 more to go. And the checkered flag now will fly. One job long. Pick up tonight's season championship. 31, 31, and 55. That's the way they're going to finish 1, 2, and 3. Number 55, Justin Madsen, finishes 3rd. 31M, Mike Long, 2nd. And winning tonight's season championship late model B feature, put your hands together for the 31 of John Long. In tonight's season championship late model C feature, if they make it that far. We might be surprised. Watch them up front as they bring it up to speed as they come out of turn 4. Red Dog, Ricky Beaver, and the Shep Dog, Jason Shepard, brings them out of turn 4. Let them dogs roll. Who let the dogs out? 47, Red Dog. Here comes the number 10 of Ryan Condon on the inside. Number 10 making the... Number 10, Ryan Condon, takes the lead on lap number 1. Number 5, Jason Isley goes to 2nd. Bruce Gregorich in the 86 moving to 3rd. All this in 2 laps with 8 to go. Jason Isley, car number 5, trying to play catch-up to the number 10 of Ryan Condon. 7 laps to go, this time by. Down, 6 to go. Number 10, Ryan Condon. 86, Bruce Gregorich, about evenly spaced out, and the halfway, 5 in and 5 to go. Jason Isley spinning out in turn 3. White flag flies for number 10, Ryan Condon. We're still under green light racing as the checkered flag will wave next time by. Tough break for Jason Isley. Coming out in turn 3 all by himself. Checkered flag flies for the number 10 of Ryan Condon. 86 Bruce Gregory second. 22 Ryan Pro will finish third. That's the way they're going to finish. 1, 2, and 3. It was 10, 86, and 22. Ryan Pro finished third. 86 Bruce Gregorich was second. And of course, winning tonight's season championship late model C feature as he rolls around here to get the checkered flag. Put your hands together for our season championship late model C feature winner out of Mishawaka, the number 10 of Ryan Condon. Bob Schisler Jr., the 78's Don Vitale, and in fact, the 32 of Dave Glick, and the 8 of Andrew Meads, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 cars starting this 20 laps. 18 cars going 20 laps. 55, Bam Bam Brian Cannon will bring him around for lap number 1. O'Reilly, number 24 out of South Whitley, running there in second. 88 Tim Vitale on the outside. 124 Tim Davis running in fourth. 13 Marty Lunger. He's got some fuel, it looks like, leaking out of the back of his machine. Black flag coming out. Marty Lunger leaking fuel out of the back half of his machine. He ain't going to have enough. 120 laps. That caution flag's going to come out for the 13 of Marty Lunger. Yeah, and the yellow flag comes out. 121 Mark Miller goes around. Rounding out the top 10. Then you got the 11 of Tim Barrett, the 52 of Matt Sparks, the number 9 of Matt Buzzard, 17 Bob Schisler Jr., the 32 of Dave Click, the 78 of Don Click, the 13 of Marty Lunger, and the 8 of Andrew Meads rounding out the field with 4 in and 16 to go. Bam Bam Brian Cannon brings him back up to speed out of turn 4. Mighty Mike turns him loose. 88, Doug Hanna on the inside of Tim Vitale moves to fourth as Tim Davis in the 124 goes to second. Working on lap 6, 124 Tim Davis up to second. On the low side of the 24 of Chad Rader O'Reilly. 55, Bam Bam Brian Cannon. 88 Doug Hanna looks like he's got a piece of the 88 Tim Vitale car hanging off his bumper as he comes out of turn 4. Lap number 7. Mean Green Machine, number 88, Doug Hanna, trying to move up to the number 2 spot as they come out of turn 4. This time with 8 down and 12 to go. He's outside of 1. Mean Green Machine hooked up on a rail, working on the outside. He won the rain out street stock team feature, and boy, he'd like to do so again. This is the championship street stock team feature. He now moves to second in front of the 124 in turn 3. Halfway mark comes out, 10 down, 10 to go for your pole center, 55 Bam Bam Brian Cannon. 88 Doug Hanna started on the inside of the 5th row. He worked his way to second already. Oh, and we've got him going up in smoke off the backstretch. Caution flag comes out.
The guy,
32 of Jack Pontius Jr. and the number 11 of Tim Merrick brings out the second caution. It's a rumble.
8 cars for the future. 164 cars total tonight.
Single file with 10 to go. 55 Bam Bam Brian Cannon and 88 Mean Green Machine. Doug Hanna up there. Look out in the backstretch. 64. Don the Dragon Vitale. Way up. Unable to get that one restarted as we go back to the main. Don Vitale needs to turn left. Here comes our leaders into turns 3 and 4. 55 Bam Bam Brian Cannon trying to hold off Doug Hanna. And the Mean Green Machine number 88 of Doug Hanna looking for that lead as they come out of turn 2, and he'll take it easily as he goes into turns 3 and 4. 88 Doug Hanna is your new leader on lap number 12. 55 Bam Bam Brian Cannon back to second. 124 Tim Davis running in third. 88 Tim Vitale there in fourth. 29 John Wheeler Jr. That's your turn 5. 7 laps to go. 121 Mark Miller running in sixth. Now looks to the inside of 29 John Wheeler Jr. for that 5th place spot. Moves down on the inside, takes fifth away on lap 14. This time around, we'll have 15 down and 5 more to go for the Mean Green Machine of Doug Hanna. Four laps remain for the 88 of Doug Hanna. 55 Bam Bam Brian Cannon running second. 124 Tim Davis there in third. Here comes Mark Miller on the inside for fourth. Mark Miller on the inside of the 88 will take fourth on lap 16. But check that 17. They got 3 more to go this time round. 62 Eddie Click now moving up to fifth. Tim Vitale starting to backpedal on the outside groove. 2 more to go in tonight's Street Stock B feature. White flag will fly for number 88, Doug Hanna. Bam Bam Brian Cannon trying to enter second. 124 Tim Davis is running in third. And the checkered flag will now wave once again tonight to the number 88 of Doug Hanna. '88, 55, 124. That's the way they're going to finish 1, 2, and 3. The 124, Tim Davis, finishes third. 55, Bam Bam Brian Cannon held on to second. But winning his second B feature on the evening. Put your hands together for the Mean Green Machine, number 88, the old grump, Doug Hanna. The 76 of Rocket Rod Miller and the 00 of Travis Slaybaugh. And in the last row, Car number 15, Tommy Dameron, and the 0 of Doug Banow. 16 cars going 15 laps in our Valvoline Motor Oil Street Stock Season Championship C feature as they bring it up to speed. Mighty Mike turns them loose. Three wide racing for the lead down the billboard backstretch. Number 2, Sam Hirschberger on the inside of the 23 of Mikey Winter for that lead spot. And Sam Hirschberger brings them around for lap 1. Number 40, Tricky Dicky Seidel running in second. 007 Jack Brazel there in third. As Mike Winter, our pole setter, slid all the way back to fourth on lap number 2. 67, Mike Robinson running in fifth. 3 down, 12 to go, this time by. Mike Robinson on the inside of the 23 of Mike Winter for the 4th place spot in turn 3. That's the battle for that position as they complete lap 4. And Robinson up to 4th. The Doughboy Larry Saunders now up to 5th. 09 Brian Rinsberger on the inside of the 23 Mikey Winter backpedaling again as we've got 5 down and 10 to go this time by. Two leaders coming out of turn 4. Number 2, Sam Hirschberger, and the 40 of Tricky Dicky Seidel up front. They've separated themselves from the 3rd place, 000 of, I should say the 007 of Jack Brazel, who's running there in 3rd. With 7 laps in and 8 to go. Sam Hirschberger slowing up as the 40 of Tricky Dicky Seidel takes the lead in turn 3. Sam Hirschberger, something wrong with his car. Falls all the way back to 2nd. He's slowing up, possibly a flat tire. And, of course, your leader is the 40 of Tricky Dicky Seidel. Sam Hirschberger, for some reason on that last lap, slowed way up. Something wrong with the number 2. He's still holding his own there in 2nd, though. It possibly could be he saw that one car slowing up to take the exit ramp, and he might have thought it was going to be caution, and that's the reason why he slowed up. He finds himself in 2nd with 5 to go. He's got to get back on the accelerator if he wants to catch the 40 of Tricky Dicky Seidel. 71 Larry Saunders, the Doughboys, up to 3rd. Jack Brazel there in the 007 running in 4th with the 09 of Brian Rinsberger working on the outside there for 5th as we complete lap 11. Sam Hirschberger back on the accelerator now, trying to cut that lead a little bit with 12 down and 3 to go this time by. Number 2, Sam Hirschberger back there knocking on the doors. They go into turns 3 and 4. 13 down, 2 to go this time for 40 Tricky Dicky and the 2 of Sam Hirschberger. The Doughboy, 71 Larry Saunders running in 3rd. 09 Brian Rinsberger's 4th. Jack Brazel's hanging on to 5th. One more lap to go, this time by in our Street Stock C feature. The Valvoline Motor Oil Street Stock C feature, number 2, Sam Hirschberger, challenging for the lead in the turn 3 as he works on the outside. Wants him at the line. Checkered flag will fly at the line to the 40 of Tricky Dicky Seidel. By a bumper. 42 and 71. That's the way they're going to finish 1, 2, and 3. 71, the Doughboy Larry Saunders brings home 3rd. Number 2, Sam Hirschberger was 2nd. By a bumper, he missed out to the number 40 Your winner of tonight's Valvoline Motor Oil Season Championship Street Stock C feature. Put your hands together for number 40, Tricky Dicky Seidel. Tricky Dicky Seidel out of Plymouth picks up the season championship Valvoline Motor Oil Street Stock C. Somebody's liable to be trading some paint on your white pickup out there in the parking lot. Blocking somebody in and they got to go home. Imagine that. 12 laps in our season championship Street Stock D feature. As Mighty Mike turns it loose, hang on to your hat. I got money on the blue car to win this one, race fans. I put my money on the color blue. And as they come out of turn 4, I'm lucky so far. The blue car, number 8, Teddy Stanley, leads into turns 1 and 2. 32 is Jordan Grantham running in there in second. 84 Bob Hunsberger's third, and they got 3 white racing there for fourth as we complete lap number 2 this time by. There goes our leader, number 8, Teddy Stanley, around. Oh, my goodness, they're stacking up in turn 2. Holy cow. Caution flag comes out for Teddy Stanley, number 8. And number 14, Madman Michael Lozier got caught up in the action. Bruce Fernie Jr. headed for the fence under caution. What? Puts them back on their green flag racing. 3-car battle for the lead up front. 84, Bob Hunsberger. Hang on, buddy. Right now, the 32 of Jordan Grantham sees himself out in front. There's 9 laps to go. 02 Frankie Paymaster's up to second. 54 Dave Long trying to work his way back up there. And the 6th man, number 11, Tim Barrick, running in fourth. Number 11, Chad Lehman, running there in fourth. As we complete lap number 4, they got 8 more to go. 32, Jordan Grantham. Dave Long in the 54 now moving up. Works on the outside, Dave Long. Got 5 down and 7 to go. 5-car battle for the lead as they go out of turn 2. 54 Dave Long on the inside takes the lead down the billboard backstretch and into turn 3. 02 Frankie Paymaster on the low side of the 32 of Jordan Grantham for second. But that didn't work out for Frankie Paymaster. He falls back to 5th. 34 Rex Evans. Kind of an obstacle out there at the present time. He gets lapped again. 7 down, 5 to go this time around. Four laps left in tonight's Street Stock D feature. 54 Dave Long. Number 11 Chad Lehman's up to second. 84 Bob Hunsberger still running in third. But the 32 of Jordan Grantham's all the way back to fourth, and Frankie Paymaster's back up to fifth now. With 3 laps left in tonight's Street Stock D feature. Two more to go for 54, Dave Long. White flag will fly this time for the 54 and the 11. Number 11, Chad Lehman trying to reel him in. Time's running out. A half a lap to go in tonight's final Street Stock feature. as the checkered flag will wave for 54, Dave Long. 54, 11, and 84. That's the way they're going to finish 1, 2, and 3. 84, Bob Hunsberger brings home third. Chad Lehman in 11 second. And winning tonight's Street Stock D feature, the 54 from Bourbon of Dave Long.
Do me a favor, write your phone number down.
Fourth row inside. Dennis Zimmerman, 88 of DJ Dave Eckert. Pink Panther, Derek Sturdivant. 25, Tim Kidder. 60 of Stan Hudson. 65 being driven by Becky Shepard. And Josh Dunn bringing up the rear in car number 41 as we're under green flag racing. 3 wide coming out of turn 4 to complete lap 1. 24, Bob Huffman Jr. is your leader. 7-11, Andy Kindig running in second. The Pink Panther does a complete 360 over there in turn 2, comes to a dead stop. A dead stop. Caution flag comes out for the Pink Panther, number 7, Derek Sturdivant. Oh, he finally gets that thing back in gear. Can't believe he got it restarted. That thing died on him, and he just barely got it restarted, just as the drivers were. 24, Bob Huffman Jr. is your leader. The 7-11 of Andy Kindig's running there in second. 18, Donnie Kaufman in third on the restart as Mighty Mike turns them loose. Number 5, that's the Ironman Merle Yoder from Middlebury, making his way to third. He gets around Johnny Kaufman. Keep your eye on that number 7 of Dennis Zimmerman. He's been moving on. 60, Stan Hudson running back there. 3-car battle there for fourth almost. 3 down, 9 to go. We got 5 down and 7 to go for 24, Bob Huffman Jr. He's being chased by Merle Yoder, Ironman running there in second. 7-11, Andy Kindig in third. Dennis Zimmerman in the 7 running in fourth. 60, Stan Hudson at the halfway point. 6 in, 6 to go. Number 5, Merle Yoder looking to make a move. Ironman, number 5, Merle Yoder. Looking for that lead. There goes the fireball. Number 41, Josh Dunn. Good spin for the 41. That was quite entertaining. Not going to help him in his positions though in this race, but he gets her back out on the track. Four more laps to go. 24, Bob Huffman Jr. and Merle Yoder in the number 5 now on the inside in turn 3. And Merle Yoder looking for that lead on lap number 9. 9 down and 3 to go. The 5 of Merle Yoder, Ironman out front. Bob Huffman Jr. now running second. 7-11 Andy Kindig in third. Uh-oh, and a puff of smoke coming out of the number 5. That could be trouble. 24 Bob Huffman Jr. sliding around. Merle Yoder out in front. 7-11 Andy Kindig running second. White flag's going to fly this time. White flag flies for the number 5 of Merle Yoder. 7-11 Andy Kindig running second. Dan Hudson's third. Bob Huffman Jr.'s last. Checkered flag now waves for the number 5 of Merle Yoder. There goes Zimmerman around out of turn 4. Holy cow. I don't know if these cars have enough oil to get back to the pit. Some of these guys. Anyway, that's the way they're going to finish. It was 5, 11, and 60. Stan Hudson finished third. 7-11 Andy Kindig finishes second. And number 5, Merle Yoder, picks up tonight's season championship mini stock B feature as he rolls in here to get the checkered flag. Let's put our hands together for the Iron Man, number 5, Merle Yoder.
Buddy, can buddy keep you out?
Something ain't right.
So it's 65.
What's wrong with me now?
Biden?
Who finished fourth?
No, Biden took the lead on.
Who cares?
9.
Guard and the 33 of Ryan Carney. Fourth row, the 31 of Billy Martyr and the 37 of Shannon Buck. Fifth row is the 44 of Chris Seneff and the 29 of Greg Leonard. Sixth row is the 5 of Lee Atkins and the 29 of Paul Mishler. And last row, Michael Akins and the 80 and the 4H of David Henson. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 33 Brian Carney lines up on the front row. Keep your eyes on those guys. And the 369 there, who's this? Chuck Harper. He's trying to figure out what happened to the rest of the field. Where'd they go? I better get out here and look for them.
I got to see one Henson Martin.
Oh, he wants the pole. Chuck Harper will take the pole position. Okay, let's go. Well.
Oh, come on, Mike. Jesus friggin' Christ.
So I lost 4 and added 1, huh?
Who
can do
knows?
that.
Who cares?
Okay. 18 Raymond Bent's out there at the back of the pack.
First, Mike.
I'm holding him up, Jim.
Yeah, you can't blame Mike for everything. Sometimes I wonder.
Racing with 11 cars going 10 laps. 29, Greg Leonard takes the early lead in turn 3.
Yeah.
37, Shannon Bucks running second. And that 33 of Brian Carney, he's driving quite fair tonight. He's there in third. Billy Martyr dead to the rights on the backstretch. Got to bring out a caution flag at 2 laps in. 31 Billy Martyr. Oh, there went Wild Willie Gargaron at the back of the pack. Billy Martyr now headed for the pits. She's done. Put a fork in that number 31. Running second. Mighty Mike turns the light off. He's looking at him as they come out of turn 4. He says, come on, guys, you got 8 more laps to go to wrap up tonight's season championship mini stock feature racing program. So 29, Greg Leonard out in front of the 37 of Shannon Buck. 33, Brian Carney, and Leapin' Lee Atkins running in fourth and car number 5. 9 more laps to go. Excuse me, 7 more laps to go. This is a 10-lap race tonight.
I wrote 3 numbers down for it. Real quick. Oh my God.
Down here, small buddy Jerry
Whoa! Holy cow, number 44, 29, Paul Mishler Jr. went sliding into the infield. Woke up our assistant tech inspectors down there. 37, Shannon Buck is your new leader as they work on lap 6. Here comes Greg Leonard back on the inside to challenge for that lead. What a race between these two guys. Greg Leonard in the 29, Shannon Buck in the 37. That's your front two as they come around here to complete lap 6. And he is the 37, Shannon Buck by a bumper. And now 29, Greg Leonard back on the inside, a half a car length ahead as they go into turn 3. Shannon Buck back up on the outside. And Greg Leonard brings them around for lap number 7. They got 3 more to go.
Going 10 or 12? We're not 12. 12. 5 laps to go.
Oh. Okay, 8 down and 4 to go. 8 down and 4 to go this time. I guess I thought we were only going 10. I'm sorry. My mistake. My bad. I was just trying to hurry them up a little bit. Well, they do have 3 laps to go now. 9 down, 3 to go for 29 Greg Leonard and 37 Shannon Buck. Leapin' Lee Atkins running there in third. Nobody else can catch him with 10 down and 2 to go. 29 Greg Leonard and 37 Shannon Buck. Well, the white rag now flies. White flag out for 29 Greg Leonard and the 37 of Shannon Buck running 1 and 2. 37 Shannon Buck trying to make it on the inside. Watch them battle for the line as they come out of turn 4. Checkered flag will fly for 37 Shannon Buck. 37 Shannon Buck winning at the line by a half a car. Holy cow, what a finish for Shannon Buck as the Buck stops here tonight to pick up the checkered flag in the number 37 car. 37, 29, 5, that's the way they finished 1, 2, and 3. Leapin' Lee Atkins was third, 29 Greg Leonard was second, and 37 Shannon Buck will wrap up tonight's season championship feature racing program as he picks up the mini stock C feature.